Kelly, we getting ready to talk aliens and AI and freak some people out.
You know that. You know, and Face is always supporting. We've been out here 613-519. How we getting this shit started, shooting the shits, introduce y'all. You know that. We've been on.
Because
Shooting the
you know if you
shits.
know.
Go listen to the Black Book. Aunt Kelly, DJ Crooked, and then you got Faces as a guest. So that shit's everywhere, and the hard copies are coming soon. So go bump that shit. That shit's crazy.
Hell yeah, we talking YouTube, we talking Spotify. Go run all of that shit up, man. We've been getting this shit in traction. So it's up to y'all to carry the motion.
That's right. It's always on the fans to carry it because like if it's not for them, we doing it for ourselves.
Hell yeah. Shit. Well, I mean, evidently, I mean, I do it for myself. You know, I do it for the enjoyment of me. But if anybody who's fucking with it is more than welcome to fuck with it. You know, I ain't opposing nobody. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all subjective. You ain't gotta fuck with me. You ain't gotta love me.
So if you could,
Yo,
so say you you know did a you did an album called "This One's for the Kids" and then you had a lot of pedophile fans, you wouldn't mind?
Well, I mean, that's a specific scenario, bro. I mean,
that's some, what the fuck?
that's a one in a million. I don't think I'd make an album called for the kids, though. I mean,
Nah, you ain't gonna have your children's book and shit. Nah, I was just watching Kill Tony, and this dude made they were kids books for adults. That shit was funny as fuck. Like it was like shut your ass up and go to sleep.
yeah, I peeped that one, bro. I low key did peep that. It was like, yeah, I did see that shit.
Nah, so I think in the beginning, in the beginning of it is like, oh, that was one of the names of the books was "Fuck Them Kids," and the very first
Yeah.
page when you open it up says, sorry to all the pedophiles that it's not that kind of book.
Oh shit.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yo, y'all ever see the South Park Nambla episode?
National.
That shit was fucking insane.
What's that?
American man, I don't even want to say that shit. That shit's fucking.
You gonna
sick,
get it
bro.
flagged real quick.
Now, matter of fact, bro, every last podcast I was on with you, the first thing we were talking about was fuck pedophiles, bro. Why is this always start? It's like the fucking shit.
Don't make this shit a trend with me. I ain't trying to stay out this shit.
There's a trend here, but it's definitely in a opposition of, you gotta let people know where you
Yeah.
stand on the issues. Nah, like so y'all did this project here. Give me what's the name of it? It's the Black
The Black
The
Book.
Black Book.
Book, and that's not out yet? Is that
No, it
the,
Yeah,
is.
it's out.
It's out
It's
now.
out.
It's on all streaming services from Spotify to YouTube. I'm not sure if we got SoundCloud yet, but I know we got the main two. You know, the one that's really booming.
I thought I saw it. What's the name of the next project?
Don't worry about that yet.
Oh, you
that
can't
shit's
even say
fire
it.
though.
You can't even say that.
Nah,
Yeah, no,
that's-
that's the one I thought was Black Book for some reason.
Nah, yeah, the next one is the next one. You
Where
know.
those interludes and that intro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's it.
You know that. Face is always supporting.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. So like, what I typically do is I'll record like two projects at once and like sort each song. Like this one's for this one, right?
Yeah.
So me and Crooked were making. We stopped fucking with this other producer, so it was just me and Crooked, and he was trying to make a whole tape. So we were making one called Stolen Goods, and it was just gonna be some like bully rap, like hood shit. It was kind of a concept album. It's dedicated to fiends trading stolen shit. As crazy as it sounds,
It's
but
that hot
yeah.
water
So
tank flow.
yeah, so it was that type of shit, and then we had the Black Book on the side, and Cole was like, we should make the Black Book like a LP. None of us got like a whole fucking long ass track list out yet, a bunch of shit. And bro, I could have been dropped that shit, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I fucked up relying on other people to like hop on the features and shit, bro, and was holding them bitches. That shit took too long. I did them shits myself. You feel me? The
Bro.
faces, yeah, bro.
Wow.
Me hitting up faces that came from the last podcast, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That was definitely a time and a half, man. And man, if y'all at home who are watching, bro, man, give a round of applause for Aunt Kelly, bro, because not only did he fill in, he completed and delivered, and is still delivering as we speak right now. We just got y'all on a roller coaster, man. Y'all don't even know what's coming next.
Yo, I'm giving fucking mad shout out to fucking Ant on that one because like everybody had a lot of time on the album to get their stuff turned in, and then he came out of nowhere, like didn't even know what the project was fully, got the intel, and then fucking had that shit back to me in less than 3 hours.
Yeah, bro.
That's talent.
And it's just professional. Yeah, it's talent and professionalism, bro. I mean, you got to respect what he does, how he does it, and the efficiency of what he's doing, and the rate at how he's doing it. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of people. He's prolific, and that's where a lot of people kind of mess up in the game. Is like they'll be able to put stuff like together, but not only does it take them a long time, but it also, when it is together, it doesn't justify the amount of time it took to get that next album out. Like, if it's a masterpiece, all right, I'll give you some time. But if it's just, they're spitting bars, and it's aight. Nah, man, fucking just why you took 2 years to make what? No, hell no. This man just made the fucking track, got the concept, fully understood the assignment, and just ran with it. And that's where it's like, that's exciting to work with those type of people, versus, just. I mean, shit, honestly, like, people like me, I take forever. I will take a year on multiple tracks, like on an album, I'll take a year, no problem. Because I'm not really in a hurry, and I don't really go by anybody else's
pace. That shit
pace.
drives me fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, one thing that I've developed now is just dropping shit as soon as it's done. Like,
oh, hell no.
Bro, as soon as I finished the covers for Kelly, the concepts, I just sent them. It wasn't like, yo, bro, I got this. It's like, boom, this is what it is. If you ain't fucking with it, let me know. I'm gonna get back to work. If you rocking with it, that's what it's gonna be.
Nah, bro, and I'm high. What was I about to fucking say? I'm smack. Nah, but oh yeah, we're talking about like dropping the shit and this and that and holding music. Okay, nah, bro. And like what I don't like about that shit, bro, like the project that I just finished, this the next one, that's a completely whole different like type of John than this one, bro. So like your mind's in a different state. That shit could fuck up your creative process on other shit because your mind's wandering too much.
Bro, I got too many things going at the same time. There ain't no way for me to concentrate on one thing
taking
alone.
A project.
You doing, working on my own personal album. I got finally actually going. Got the heist, obviously. Got the video and the album. Got the other people's albums that I'm mixing in between all that. Like, and that's not, to mention school and freaking. I've still got a family that's needs to see me every once in a while. Know that I'm alive.
Yeah, no, for real.
So it's like, but I'm on my own pace because like I never really wanted to be the famous artist. Like I don't want to be an artist that's out there and pushing like that. I just want to give people a platform. So it's not really as important to me. But when I do put it out, you can know damn well that I put everything into it though. I make sure that shit is right. It ain't gotta be perfect, but it's gonna be excellent.
Definitely, yeah. It's gonna be respected. No, and I get that 100%, bro. I mean, I feel like I was saying, I'm not trying to double down on what I'm saying, but of course there's critiquing that goes into it before just throwing it out into the open. But I feel like when I sit with things too long, I become stagnant, and still water ain't that good, it causes a lot of
facts.
Yeah, just a bunch of bullshit for me, at least me personally, you know what I'm saying? I start to second guessing. Exactly, you start second guessing and you start wondering, damn, is this even good enough? Is this really me? Is this what I would have done? One thing that I always think about once I finish some shit is this what Faces would have done? Would Faces be proud of the shit?
I mean, if you sit there and you listen to it and you like it, fuck yeah. But have you ever listened to either a mix? Because it happens to me with mixing a lot. I'll listen to a mix that I did and I'll be like, before I go to bed, it's like, fuck yeah, I did that thing. I'll come back the next day and be like, what the fuck? Somebody come out here and change my shit while I was sleeping?
Bro, I be on the same type of shit. Whenever I'm producing, bro, or whenever I'm just, fucking around, chopping up samples, this and that, I'm like, oh my God, this is the hardest shit I ever heard, man. This is going to break the game. And I come back the next day and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what was I on? Like, this shit it's not really it. And there's times where it is that you do strike gold, and that shit's still shining, but other times, it's fool's gold.
That shit could be the opposite too. Like you might think that shit's ass, and then listen to it a few months later, and you're like, damn.
Actually, I need to work with that one. Yes, it works both ways, and that's where it's like, some people they take a long time because they're working on multiple songs at the same time. I know, like T.O. That dude is sitting there working on 50 songs at a time. Like he's working on all of them the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie, like bro, it's people like shit me and like Crooked put money into and shit, like it's other artists I've like put bread into their promo and shit, bro. I give them deadlines, bro. So like, you feel me? There's not an excuse, bro, to not, you feel me?
Depends on what
Depends
depends on
on
what you're asking
excuse
for.
not to be creative, bro. Nah, even
Yeah.
like shit, bro. 7 songs, month.
Yeah, like it's not hard, bro. I remember when
Yeah.
even when Kelly hit me up, bro, it was just like it was just something natural. He was already fucking with how I was already speaking, and I feel like that's kind of what. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's kind of what moved you into the direction of me opening up the album for the intro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, so Shadow, here's what happened, bro. So I spent like a whole day partying, drinking, and tripping, and then realized I had to do a SHxTz podcast when everybody left my house. So I'm like, should I be in here? You said, let's see where the conversation goes. And like, I was going through it the whole time, just like looking at the floor. And yeah, bro, I was bugged the fuck out. And then I go outside, bro. I go outside like when that shit ends, and it was like light out, bro. And it was like the first nice day in fucking PA. So I'm like, yo, this shit's the best shit in the world. Faces sends me some motivational shit. I recorded some like motivational shit, so I'm like, let me screen record this and put this on the track. So I sent the shit to Crooked, the master, and he's like, bro, you should just have him do an interlude. So I'm like, oh shit, that's fire. Crooked was like, bro, this guy Faces, bro, he's a walking interlude. Like, you feel me?
I remember somebody told me I'm a walking quote. I don't know how true that is. I mean, it's up to y'all to decipher
You
that.
know what he said? He said a walking brand, which, like, you feel me? That's
Yeah.
self-explanatory. Walking brand, walking interlude.
A walking,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a living quote. That's what I think. That was me that said that, because we was talking about you, because you come across some shit like at random. You'll just be speaking, just spitting on a topic, and then just one of those lines is pretty fucking profound. It's like,
Yo, like, I found the Faces slap.
yeah,
Yo, that
Yeah.
shit.
You know that.
Rasta.
Yeah, that shit, man.
It is too. It's absolutely on the Rasta colors. Do y'all have a preference for? There's so many people in the chat running through. We got Monster. We got DJ Delphia.
Get it going,
we
man.
got-
Shout out Monster.
Yeah, J Stu.
Shout out Jay Stu, bro.
Vibes.
Yeah, much love, always, bro.
Good
Love,
people.
love.
People coming through.
Hey, bro, I got beef with Monster, bro. He never showed me his comic books.
Oh, yo, Monster, you got the invite. He's gonna show up randomly on here.
Yeah, get him in here, bro. I wanted them shits.
Yeah.
He came here to record some shit. There's just a stack of comic books. He's like, I got a whole box. I never seen them, bro. I was gonna.
What kind of comics were they?
I don't even know what he had. I got some crazy like '90s obscure shit, and then a bunch of Punishers, bro. I got this shit called Mob Fire. That shit's crazy.
So do you are you an avid collector or reader? Because like I know some people that collect them.
Nah,
don't even read them.
them, bro. I like the Punisher shits, bro. But like, if there's some shit that like I buy them for like art for the most part, bro. Like that Mob Fire shit, I read it. That shit was dumb, confusing. But like, bro, the art on it is sick. Let me see if I got one of them hoes like right here. These shits are crazy, bro. And it's like dope knowing I got something from like 1994 that's older than me, good condition, all that. Like I'm not a.
Are you
movie
showing
guy,
shit right
bro.
now?
Like,
It's
Nah,
black.
I'm trying to fucking
I was
find
like,
one.
it is
I'll show
fucking.
you,
There's nothing
dog.
but black.
Like, oh, here's one. Like,
Who collects comics and don't read them? Lots of people collect
like
comics
bro,
and don't
these are
read
just
them,
for like, bro, like these shits are crazy, dog. Like that art,
Let me see. Let me see.
wavy as shit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like bro, like these shits aren't that good, bro, but they look dope. I'm gonna put these on the wall or some shit.
So are you in it for the art, the story, or does it have to be both?
It's everything. It's even like the fucking having the comic book. You know what I mean? Vintage shit. I collect a lot of vintage shit, bro. It's just dope having something older than you.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be around longer than you. It's an item. You feel me?
It could be.
We're a sell.
It could be. I still have a bunch of Jordan cards, and most of them aren't worth shit, which is crazy to me.
For real?
But because Topps, that was their peak was like between 92 and 95 or 96 was their peak time because they printed more than they had ever printed before, and they just put that shit out there everywhere because everybody wanted everybody wanted Jay. So it's like
Yeah.
everybody, like that was the goal, is to get that. I had, the Shacks are worth more, and the fucking Penny Hardaway, Rodman. You're rocking the Rodman right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
bro,
bro, I
I was
just
gonna say,
grabbed
bro,
this
rocking that
joint.
right now. I
Uh-huh.
was just about to say, I don't want to interrupt you, but
Yeah,
man, all love,
yeah,
bro,
I
all
literally,
love.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit's
bro.
on.
You want to hear some shit somebody brought up to me the other day though,
What
with
you
like
got?
collecting and shit, bro? So like this shit, I relate to it. I don't know about y'all, bro, but like notice, bro, like you're a little kid, you're into all this shit, right? Like superheroes, trading cars, cartoons, all that shit, right? You get to high school, that shit's weak, bro. You get old, you're a kid again, bro. You notice
Yeah,
that? Like then you
Yep.
got money to like buy the shit, like you feel me?
You're
it's
the
because
target
you have
audience right
access to
there.
the. Yeah, you gain an access and a freedom for
Yeah.
that you didn't have or weren't able to acquire then.
Yeah, so that shit, you feel me? It's all coming back. Like,
Yeah,
And
hell
that's
yeah, bro.
it. Always does. Everything's circular. Everything goes in a cycle, and you end up just like, because once you got that disposable income, because you ain't have shit as a kid. Like I remember having a trade, and I remember getting ripped off for my very first X-Men
even
card.
in like, even in like high school though, bro. Like when I started like getting my like first little bit of money and shit, bro, I was not buying this shit. Like if I had that money at like 10, 11, fuck yeah. I
Yeah,
got some like money on a holiday or some shit, yeah, bro. But like at 16, I was buying like Jordans and fucking polos and shit.
yeah, hell
I
yeah,
get
bro.
older, and then you feel me. Instead of getting fresh, we're getting collectible fucking items and watching records and shit. Like,
Hey, real shit, bro. Hey, I feel you, man. I wouldn't say I'm a huge collector, but the shit that I definitely collect and invest in, that's time and a care for it, whether it's through a memory, an emotion, or just a physical, materialistic tie to it.
I mean, for me, it's like, it is nostalgia. It's definitely a bit of nostalgia, like, but like for something from when I was a kid. But like going beforehand, when I was a kid, I had it was a comic from Nazi Germany. Like it was a Nazi comic, and I didn't know I don't know where it came from. I think my granddad gave it to me. He's like, yeah, you can collect comics. Here you go. I have no idea what that was because I was a kid. I didn't respect the fucking fact that it was that old. I didn't give a shit. I was like, dude, it looks all shitty. It's a bunch of fucking
that's
Nazis.
the best part to me, bro. Yo, I'm not the Nazi shit. Fuck them. It's the shit being old. But like,
What?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't like Kanye?
not anymore, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
after.
He
I'm not
said,
gonna lie,
"Not
bro.
anymore."
That shit fucked my shit up. Bro. Every morning, bro, my morning routine, and this shit was fire on acid too, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But my morning routine, sober tripping, was to fucking put on that fucking go for a morning walk, catch the fresh breeze and shit. Hear that? We to get by and make it past 25. I can't listen to that shit no more.
You can't
bro.
even listen to it. It ruined it.
It's the shit with his cousin, bro. I didn't listen to it. I heard what was said, but I can't. Nah, bro.
Yeah, I can hold on to that. I didn't even. It's like, I still haven't seen Two Girls in the Cup for the same reason. Somebody told me about it. I'm like,
That shit was fake.
I don't give a fuck
Alright,
what it
don't-
was.
Don't talk about them two and all them internet videos back in the day, bro. 'Cause we used to torment people with them bitches.
Yep.
Like, yo, bro, check this out.
See,
I remember. Yo, you know what
Fucking
else?
live leak and shit. Hell
Yeah,
nah.
the other
that
shit.
got real.
The other shit we used to do, bro. Y'all know about the Shadow? You know about the Pen 15 Club? Bro, I was raised.
I'm
in
not only a
hell.
member, but I'm the president.
Yeah.
Tell him the
Like,
presence.
I remember we were telling people they could catch every Pokemon as long as they joined the Pen 15 Club and they got free Wi-Fi access. Bro, my whole 6th grade classroom had that shit on the binder, dog. Then they erased it when none of the dreams came true. Type shit.
None of the dreams come true.
Did you ever do what was it called? LAO? Did you do that one?
What's that?
I ain't got a pin right here, but it's
Y'all ever play the penis game? Pause. You scream like you got a guest speaker and you gotta
That's
scream that.
It gives me like fucking high school, middle school vibes. Like just in the back of the bus, just hearing somebody play that shit.
Yo, nah. The craziest shit though, bro. I was every day walking out. I went to one of them little Votech schools, but my shit was ghetto. It's like you either go to alternative school or you go to to learn how to get a job school. So I'm in that bitch, and I start like finally doing good in school and shit. My mom's all happy. I'm like doing my shit. But every day leaving the cafeteria, we'd scream, "Eat a dick!" or like just scream curse words like loud as shit to be nuisances, bro. I remember walking, I'm like, what? I remember they're like, you won't do it past the principal's office. So I'm like, bet. So I do it, bro. I look over to the right. My mom's sitting out there. She did not hear it somehow, bro. But like they told me my whole face turned red.
That's funny as fuck.
Like, dog, I was sick. I walked in too, bro. Like I got called to the office. Like it was about some like fucking attendance shit. It was about some like I don't fucking know. Whatever the fuck, some bullshit. But I go in there, bro, my face is red as shit, I'm shaking, and it was just like, yo, you come to school this day, whatever, I don't know, bro. Either way, that's not it. But what's LAO?
LAO was the L connect the A to the end of the L, and then the O to the end, the right leg of the A. And that shit right there, it'll show you. It's fucking hilarious. But it's very much
it's
Pen
gonna
15.
draw a dick or something.
Dude, it's a dude fucking sitting there jerking off.
Oh my god.
You put that shit on people? Because it's upside down. When it's regular, when it's facing normal, then it's good to go. But if for everybody else that they show it to or sees it, it's upside down and it's a dude jerking off. And they repping the shit out of it.
LAO.
You're repping the shit out of it. It's crazy.
But that's dude, it's good times. It's good times.
Pressing the line for LAO. That's fucking insane.
Bro's trying to bring back LAO. Hashtag LAO. Everybody in the comments right now do hashtag LAO.
Hashtag LAO. Done.
Hashtag LAO, man.
That's hilarious. Because that shit is
LAO.
that's classic. Did y'all play? Okay, so let's go with that. Did y'all know Letter B? Did y'all ever hear that one?
Who?
Letter B.
Yeah, you cut off for a sec. My bad.
Wait, who?
Letter B.
Oh no, letter B.
Yeah. So anything that started with the letter B, like any word that started with the letter B, if you said it, then you get hit until you say letter B again. So like, if you're like,
I heard of that shit.
Yo, people was getting fucked up. Like, I mean, you're not hitting them in the face, but you're hitting them everywhere.
That brought me back to another one. Yo, you ever played Bloody Knuckles or the shit with the quarters?
Yeah, bro.
That's
I was just about to say that shit. Yeah, bro.
Yo, bro. That's why the American school system is fucked up, bro. Because you're in that bitch so bored, you're trying to make each other bleed with dirty ass fucking United States currency, bro.
Bro's about to get 10 minutes. You just fucking around in the lunch corner.
Yeah,
it's like, man.
It's 2:35 on a Wednesday. You're trying to make each other fucking, you know what I mean?
Man, not even that. It's 6 a.m. on a Monday, bro, and motherfuckers is flicking quarters, punching each other's hands, bro. That's just that's the school for you, bro.
Yeah, we did. So I don't know. I was in an area where we fought like a motherfucker. Like every single day after school, we would go out to the
that
sand
greasy fucking Florida shit y'all be doing. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
We do, bro. We just draw a circle in the sand. And you got the two people that get pretty much pushed into fighting. Yo, y'all gonna fight until we either say it's over or one of y'all quit like a bitch.
Yo.
So if you went to try and get out, you get knocked in the face by every single person around.
Yo, back in the days of like World Star and YouTube, bro, the Florida fight videos were always the best ones. And they be quick with it. They be on that, like, you feel me? Like that shit. Yeah, bro. Like they're not covering their face and their shit's not getting rocked.
Not at all. Yeah, but it's put up like that. Like it's to where you can block. Like you can block any shots to your face with it up like that, and that's why they did that. Because I used to ask why the fuck, and then hammer fist. Yo, they'll go from this. Like they just gotta keep their hands.
Tighten up and then fucking
open chest too. That's the other one. Open chest. Y'all play that?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, you gotta keep your arm like that. Anybody that can reach you, they just right in the chest.
Yo, so I remember my dad telling me about this game he played called Pencils, right? And he told me about this shit, so I brought it to school. You hold like a pencil, you gotta smack theirs with a pencil.
Oh, yeah.
So my dad was on some nut shit and was like, we used to go to the metal shop room, make pieces of fucking metal and put it in slice their hand open.
That's
like,
so
what the fuck?
That's fucked up. That's
Halloween
fucked up.
shit, looking like a number 2.
Oh my god.
That's pretty pimp shit though. Like that's actually a good way to make money because we used to bet on it. We would bet, and like it was like a quarter or like 50 cents for per game. Because fuck, I gotta go buy a new pencil, motherfucker. Like you know how many half pencils I had? It was crazy. But yeah, no, like what's another game? Because there was so many. Like we
My
was just fucking.
dumbass never had a pencil because of that shit either. I was getting into it with the teacher. I was like,
I have a pencil. It's just in half. I got an eraser over
you
here.
ever get
Pencil right
told
here.
to ask a classmate to borrow a pencil and nobody's trying to give you a pencil? That shit
Bro, that
used
shit
to
used
have
to
me.
irritate me. I was like, bro, if y'all was in the same boat, y'all, man, only y'all would have felt this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, they're gonna be on some. Well, I brought my pencil. It's like, bitch. Like,
Yo, well, let me get one of them things. Like, and that's where you knew. That's when you could tell if you were friends for real. For real, is like somebody's got you. Somebody's got you, right? But
Bro,
people around you.
I
None of y'all?
remember there's a dude I used to make music with. Our first interaction was like, I could tell he was struggling, like sweating type shit. He didn't talk a lot. He was like, anybody got a pencil? I'm like, fuck it, bro. Bro, I gave him my last fucking pencil, gang. I went to class with no pencil. Like,
Oh, because you could deal
I'm
with the
not
pressure.
gonna hold you to one. Yo, the one teacher though, she died, bro, and she gave me a pencil every day. To like the last day of school, I dead bought her like 5 packs of pencils. Dog.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
His
Miss
respects.
Palumbo.
Yeah, that shows your
R.I.P. Miss Palumbo.
that shows your like you're a moral character, like somebody that's like
She thought it was a handout all year. It was none of that. God rest her soul.
bro, one time I had a teacher who like, bro, he didn't give a fuck what I did in class. I'm gonna be honest. He just made sure I did my work. He was like, bro, as long as you do what the fuck you gotta do, I don't give a shit what you're doing in here, bro. So that was kind of like free period for me, man. And that's like funny you mention pencil, because like that's how I met my other homie too. It was like just through random shit. It was like, yo, can I borrow a pencil? And I was like, bro, how the fuck you come to class with no pencil? Like, here, you know. And it's like, you know, but shit, man. Hey, I've been there. You feel what I'm saying? I've been there. I feel your shoes. Motherfuckers ain't trying to feel no shit.
Yeah, bro.
See, I mean, I always had a pencil, but it wasn't mine. Like,
Bro said I always had a pencil. All right, bro.
But it wasn't mine. Like, I make sure I got that shit. Like, I'm getting a pencil from somebody because I ain't got to deal with the bullshit.
We're having a heart-to-heart pause, and bro said, "Oh shit, well, I always had a pencil." Bro was one of the kids not lending the pencil. What the fuck?
Because ain't nobody want to. That's why once you experience that enough times, you're like, fuck that, I ain't doing that. Yo, is y'all's going crazy as fuck right now? Because mine is going tick 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 tick.
Nah, my shit's cool.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm chilling right
That's
now,
crazy.
bro. To be honest with you.
I actually wish y'all could see what the fuck I'm seeing. Because if you was on the, if it was like the last pod and somebody was on hallucinogens, I don't know who. Could have been anybody.
What the fuck you're talking about?
It could have been anybody. You could use that Fox thing and say, some people say on the last shooting of shits. But y'all are just sitting there doing like this, tick, 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 click, click, click. Like the more you
know
move,
what it was?
Huh.
I was connected to my fucking webcam mic the whole time. Because I almost joined this bitch doing it. And when you're in a time and place like that, you're not really paying attention to the webcam mic. You're looking at the fucking wall.
That's a fact.
That's
a fact. Shit.
Like, damn, I didn't know this bitch could twirl like this.
Yo, so let me bring it to that. Like, have you guys experienced or know anybody? Not necessarily y'all. Do you know anybody that's experienced DMT?
Over 7 years? Nah, I never did that shit. I'm not ready.
I definitely know people who have, but I mean,
I do too.
Dude,
I've never been able to do it.
You know, the way this shit is now, like, I hate looking at drugs and going, yo, it could kill you. Because, like, you know, I never listened to that shit when I was younger and shit. Like, I would just do whatever the fuck I felt like doing, other than opioids, because I saw, not only did I see that, but I'm allergic. So I'm lucky, because I got an addictive personality. I would have been gone already. But, you know, I guarantee both of y'all have seen a ton of people go through that struggle and that journey. But
I'm
like,
allergic to not popping. It's like, nah.
He said, I'm allergic to not popping.
It's like that.
I can't do none of that shit. It just made me like, you know, it ain't like I'm going into hives. It just made me so sick. No matter the smallest amount, I'm fucking puking my brains out forever. Like, it's just until that shit is out of my system, I'm puking. And that's why, like, you know, like acid. I don't know anybody but like probably 2 people that would do it every single weekend. Like,
that shit's fucking retarded.
To do it every weekend.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Once you get the message, hang the fucking phone up. That's what Grateful
Yeah.
Dead.
That's where I fucked up a minute ago, bro. When
I
was
did
out
too.
there.
I'm not gonna lie, like,
Up, bro. Man, I was just dropping these hoes, bro. I was taking multiple a day, every other day, every day,
it was
bro.
every 2 weeks was like the most. You feel me? I probably went, but nah.
I'm
Nah,
trying
man.
to.
For
I don't
me,
even want to do that
was,
shit
I
no more,
was,
bro. I got the answer.
yeah, I was gonna say, I know we've spoken about this shit offline and not on cam, but it's just like, man, it's like, I feel like psychedelics. Once you get the message, I feel like you're good until you need that again, or you need a reawakening. I
Exactly.
mean,
I call it the
you
reset.
you could use it to however you feel. You know, I'm not here to tell you how the fuck to live your life and
Yeah.
how to do whatever, but
So
it's
you
like,
want to fry your shit? Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly, for
I
real.
was frying my shit before.
Yo,
Like, so
it's
Yeah.
beyond frying. Like I had
I didn't do
some
it.
people would say that when you got you got a sheet, then you or a page, you're just sitting there just doing like you'll get rid of it, and fucking this one dude would come by, so they say, and grab 10 at a time, and he would do that every single week, and I'm like, dude, he's got to be getting rid of this shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, my favorite part of that shit, my favorite part of like tripping, bro. Like, a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people just want to get fucked up and do that shit and just look at shit all crazy.
Yeah,
But like personally, bro, I use that shit as like a tool,
as a
bro.
tool, yes, as a
Yeah,
tool,
bro.
yes,
Like
bro.
when shit's looking crazy and like peaking, bro. Like that shit's cool. It's definitely dope to like see the world in like a different perspective. But
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, the dopest part of that shit, in my opinion, is like the little afterglow when that shit goes away. You
Uh,
just love yourself and then you're making shit.
Hell yeah, for
And you
me,
feel
bro, it
me?
was yeah. I get that 100%. It was never for what was seen through here, bro. It was what was seen through right here. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what always stuck with me, bro. And that's what always like not encouraged me, but in a sense encouraged me because it's like, damn, I'm thinking this shit. Ain't nobody else putting this on me. This is what I'm
Yo,
thinking, and this is why I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna do me.
yo, so crazy acid shit, right?
Yeah.
There was a time I took them bitches thinking I was gonna be able to sleep in time to get up for work, right?
Oh fuck, man.
So
You done
I
fucked up.
worked at we're not gonna say which one, but I worked at a fucking prepaid phone store, right? So I was the manager and shit too, bro. But I take this shit. I got like a fresh pair of AirPods. This new Future album came out. It was iPhone release day, so it was gonna be a busy day. I had like a big ass appointment with like a family plan, all type of shit, bro. But I was gonna try to sleep. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work. I'm gonna thug the whole 24 hours out. And the app, like, bro, I get up there, right? First customer comes in. I'm thinking the shit wore off. I look across the street. There's a Pepsi, like, transport truck. Colors are melting off it. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh damn, bro.
There's, same day, Crackhead comes in, starts singing. That clip will be posted on my edit if you want to check that out. But bro, that same day though, I was just like I was empathetic as shit. I had a bunch of self-love and shit, so I sold my ass off. Like I had people coming back to the store, all type of shit. Next day, I wake up, we had like the little Teams chat, and the business director was like, "Congrats to Anthony on getting us 5K profit a day. Care to
Damn.
share your secrets to the other salespeople?" And I'm like,
Do
I'm
more
like,
acid.
Buy a
yeah.
sheet, motherfucker. Buy a sheet. And then see.
Lysergic acid, diethylamide, or whatever. Like, I mean, yeah, get you some.
I'll get you the recipe. Actually, you know what? Just come through me. Just come through me.
Bro, it's funny. It's funny you talk about working, bro. Because it was one time I was working for this dude, and my checks were shit, bro. But like we were tight. We smoked weed on breaks, pass squares, get all this shit cracking. And one time, I was getting paid under the table. It was for this one bar, and bro's like, "Yo, I mean, I got like sheets of acid. I could pay you like your shitty check and at least give you this. Maybe you can get it off."
Oh
Man, I was
my
barely getting
god!
that shit off, bro. I was getting 10 strips every paycheck.
And barely
What the
barely
fuck?
get rid of it.
Yes, bro. I was getting, I was barely making fucking rent. I was barely making shit, to be honest with you, bro. But
That's why motherfuckers are fucking off. Yo, I just told Crooked, I'm like, bro, doing this live, Faces is talking about getting paid in acid. That's fucking insane.
he said getting
I
paid in
might be.
acid, bro.
That's the crazy. No, that's acid's like insane, bro. Like I know, like actually, nah, cause like I've definitely had like some rednecks and shit in the outskirts of PA. I knew I'd be on some yo, bro. I'll buy you a 12-pack. You fix whatever the fuck's going on with the car. You feel me?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like one of like the little homies, bro. You go to the store run, I'll give you some weed. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bro, that's what
Yeah.
the fuck it was for me. Bro.
Acid's fucking insane though for like
Yeah.
getting for
Dude, and I was working at a bar, bro. I was working at a bar at like fucking 17, 18, right? So where
yeah.
I'm at, you can't really be doing that shit. You know, I don't know what drinking ages is so on
It's
where y'all are
21,
located,
but
but
yeah.
where I am, that's kind of that shit was going on, and I couldn't even be in there. So bro was
Bro
already
said,
he was taking a risk and still giving me a 10, bro. I was like,
bro
gee,
said, bro said I can't pay your rent, but I can melt your fucking face.
yeah, like I can't.
Like the fuck?
I can't pay you in money, but let me pay you in knowledge real
That's
quick. Like, bro, that shit was crazy.
oh my
And
god.
that shit does it too, though. Like, I mean, that
Yeah.
knowledge is deep,
That shit
and
does, bro.
it
Hey
goes
man,
on.
Bro.
shout out that dude, bro. Shout out that dude. If you're watching this
Yo.
shit, bro, just know that those 10 strips helped me make this shit right here 100.
Yo, that acid day at work too, bro. What was I getting at, bro? So I remember like I was tripping balls, bro. I went through my notes. I was on FaceTime with this girl. I raised her up enough to stay up with me and help me get through this. So I kept saying like I'm him the whole night, right? So I wrote some shit on my phone. The next day, I see like a picture of me just standing there and it says him. And then I had like a fucking picture with like a transparent background, like with a finger like this, and it said you. And like that was supposed to be my inspiration. And then I had a bunch of sales methods about empathy and shit I wrote down, bro. I went into work and then boom. Like I knew I was gonna have to go to work going through it, and Acid told me they're like, all right, bro, sell the whole fucking store.
That's what you do, though.
Like,
If you're doing it right.
I was like, I can do this. I can go in here.
Like, what like, did that motivate you? How do you think it changed you? Like, how do you think it changed your ability?
Like, bro, it's some petty ass shit selling phones at a 9 to 5, but I manifested that. Like,
He said, but I manifested that. Hey, but I did it, right? Hey.
In my head, I'm like, I'm about to fucking get a bag, bro. I put on like some fresh ass cologne, some fresh ass. I had a pair of Nike Dunks I never wore. I got fresh as shit. The new Future album came out.
Shit.
I knew I was gonna go through it because it was iPhone launch day, and we were the hood store, so we didn't have no new iPhone. So like, it was good.
Dude, that shit.
But hey, pause real quick because in my edit, we're gonna post a video of the crackhead singing in the phone store. He's singing Metallica.
Hey, he's doing that. He's singing that joint.
Boom. All right.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the one? To let him know, crackhead.
Crackhead. Hey, that's my fans. They crackhead.
Wait, is there a way you can play this shit on
Yeah,
here?
I absolutely can.
Hold on, let me send it to you. Fuck, I don't think I got it.
Yo.
Bro, I don't know what happened, but I can't see Breaking right now.
You can't see me?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Chat, you
I
able to see
can't.
me?
Yeah.
You say you can?
I can't.
No, I
yeah,
think it was just some shit on my side, low key. But
on iPhones it'd be bugging.
yeah, it'd be bugging, bro. I'm not even tripping, bro. As long as y'all can see me, I can hear y'all.
We can
You know.
see you.
Damn, bro, I don't got it, and they're gonna know exactly what company it was because the color. Yeah, we're not doing that, but yeah, actually, never mind. You didn't see that shit.
Hey, y'all didn't hear
If you want
nothing.
to see it, if you want to see it, DM me and I'll send it to you privately.
He said DM me.
That's
He
how
said,
you
yo, slide through. I got y'all.
Exactly. So question. What is it that got you guys to do acid though? Because like it's said to be crazy. I don't consider
Bro,
it crazy.
You want to know what happened? The first time I did it, I was at a party with one of my rave friends, and I would, bro, feel me? I'd flip my little weed and shit till I was I didn't really smoke till I was like 19, bro, because just everybody around me was like fiending for weed and shit. I'm like, bro, you could sell this shit, make extra little $50 or whatever it was back in high school. But I started smoking. I was at a party the one night, bro. I smoked all my weed like earlier in the day. I was young. I was like 18, 19. Me and the homie drank our liquor, and the rave homie popped up and was like, I got these tabs for sale. He's like, I'll give one to you for $5. I'm like, bro, I'm fucked up. I don't even got shit. I'm like, I never even did that shit. He's like, bro, you never did acid? I took that shit, bro, and a bunch of gangbangers pulled up to the function and fucked my whole shit up. So I waited years. They were cool people, bro. They were cool people. Free a few of them, but
A few of them, not all of them.
yeah, yeah,
few.
nah, they were cool people, bro. Like that shit. I started peeking, bro, and I just see people like we were kicking it all night, bro. I'm peak. Imagine peeking And like, you know, when you're in the function and the first day out by T Grizzly plays and the beat switches up, it
Hell
was
yeah,
that
bitches all
shit. A
singing
lot's
all
going on, yeah. And then people were throwing up the set and shit. It was a lot going on, bro. And then I sat next to the homie's car, bro, and I regretted that being my first time, bro. There's so many like cute little, you know, bitches
Yeah.
in there, and bro, they're all trying to talk to me and shit. And the acid wasn't, it
You're
wasn't
just
heavy.
geeked out in the corner, fucking shivering and shit. I feel it,
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
Yeah.
and like. Feel me? At that time, like times was fucked up, bro. So like bitches weren't trying to fuck with me. Then that was like a once in a lifetime thing. But nah, I started doing that shit like OD, just after like reading into it and like all the creativity and shit. Like I started like doing the shit on my own.
So you
I
think
did
it was a key into the a key into your creativity, like creating?
fuck no. It was like I don't want to say. I don't want to say, all right, here, it's like premium gas. Like, you don't got to put that shit in your car, but you feel me? Your shit's going to be running nice when you put that motherfucker in.
Fair.
I'm done doing that shit, though. I did enough of that shit, bro. Like, I got the message. I know exactly what the plan is. I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to manifest that shit like I did selling all them fucking Nazis and shit. Like, you were.
Yeah, yeah. And no real shit. And I mean, for me personally, my motivation for this, I mean, and I don't promote and I don't necessarily condone the usage of any substance anymore. You know,
Nah.
I wouldn't recommend anybody to dabble with one if you're not ready, and two, just period, bro. You know,
If
and
that's, bro, and the fake shit be killing people. Like, you
exactly, bro.
feel
It's not
me?
even worth
That
it at
shit.
this point, bro. Like real shit,
You're
because
gonna
like
spend $10, $20 and either fucking damage yourself or fuck your life up and shit. You feel me?
for real, bro. And you know, for me personally, my motivation was just the fact that I was already doing drugs at an early age. You know, I mean, before I was even touching my teens. So by the time I touched 14, bro, I think it was I was either 14 or 15. My first time ever taking acid, bro, I dropped like 5 tabs, bro, and like they were all double dosed, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go in the
That's
deep
what
end."
I did when I got back
All
into
the way to the
doing this
deep end,
shit.
first time in.
Now
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie though, bro. Like, there's that T25I shit or whatever the fuck it's called, like the M bomb shit. Like,
yeah.
you can't buy drugs no more and have fun, bro. Like, you're playing with your
Nah,
life every time. Like,
yeah,
that shit's
exactly, bro.
dead.
And it's not worth it no more, bro. I mean, it was never worth it to begin with, but there was still some gain in there. And honestly, now I'm not telling people they should look at it as a win-win or 50-50 type situation. It should just be 0 and 100, bro. You're not doing it, and this is the reason why. You know, it's like the risk is too crazy. You know, it's not worth it.
I mean, the risk. That's the thing that stops me from really going out and partying like I used to, for sure. Like even if I
I
thought
know
Oh
people
about
yeah,
it.
that
bro.
OD'd on
Definitely.
fucking. I know people that OD'd smoking weed, like with fentanyl. I don't know who the fuck's putting that shit in weed. That gotta be some bullshit. But
Man,
like, that gotta
man,
be
this
some
another that's
bullshit
a
ass weed. But like,
bro. Hey, this a whole other topic, but I know y'all been hearing about sprays and shit. I gotta know how y'all feel about
yeah.
that too.
Which
Um,
one?
I mean, just
like on
you ain't
plant
heard yeah, they're spraying bud with like
weed.
terps and shit, and some
Oh
of it
yeah,
is just from, like
I
they've been
mean,
random
doing
you
that
got.
for a
bullshit.
while.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but
think
I
of how
mean now
many.
it's common.
Think of how much shit you ate from a grocery store that was sprayed though. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
but I
you're
mean think
smoking.
it's like yeah, I was gonna say that's different though. That's ingesting something. This is inhaling something. I mean, this
Yeah,
is going
that's
directly into your lungs, your
Straight
bloodstream. You
into
know,
the bloodstream. Cancer
shit made me
immediately.
cough thinking about it.
cancer.
You have gained
Damn, bro.
cancer.
Yo,
Um,
you know it's crazy. Someone just brought that up to me too. Like they were like, "Yo, you don't be smoking that shit with the sprays in it." I'm like, I don't know. Bro, I'm smoking my first legally bought weed tonight, bro. That shit's crazy to me.
that
Like,
shit's good.
Damn,
yeah,
yeah, bro.
bro.
Congratulations to that.
You feel me?
Not
Word
too
up,
many
this
people could do that. Some people still be hiding out with their blunt in the back. So
this shit got me
I mean, that's
fucked
me.
up.
I mean, I'll still walk around anywhere. I don't really care about it. Like it was
Yo,
never.
is
yeah,
this shit live on Instagram?
Yeah, we live. We on the gram. We on Facebook.
But
We
yeah, the
on
moral
YouTube.
of the story though, kids, is don't get paid in acid. Just tell your boss
yeah,
you feel me. You
yeah.
saving
Don't
up for
fuck
some
yourself up.
guitar
Don't
art or
become me,
some shit.
bro. Don't take acid to the point where you ain't got a face no more, bro. You know, just everybody do your own
Yeah.
thing. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You could do exactly what I do, but the only difference is I'm me.
Yeah. Yo, that's a
Exactly.
see walking ass quote. Cause that shit
Walking ass quote.
walking ass quote. Cause like for real, it's a I feel like if you do, damn, I actually fucked up. I got high and then I fucked up because
I sent Crooked the link that
I called you called you a walking ass quote. What the hell? What was the quote?
I just said you could do exactly what I do. The only difference is I'm me.
Yeah, and some people are lucky. Like my brother died from the opioid crisis. Like, and it's coming up on 10 years here shortly.
Yeah,
And
rest in peace, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and like keep the memory alive and stuff. But really, it was on some dumb shit. Like it was just on, just it was right when Fetty had dropped. So it was like 2016 when it was like really getting started, and dude, that shit right there is like it's crazy because I showed him. I had survivor's guilt and shit because I had showed him the way. Like showed him that you can party and then still maintain and do your shit. But I was just really lucky and didn't realize it. Like that's literally all it is. It's luck. Because I definitely did dumb shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how I feel the same way about my shit, and that's why I don't ever promote it like that. I mean, for those who are living the lifestyle or who have lived it, I mean, shit, I congratulate you for where you are today and where you're still moving towards. But evidently, I think we could both agree that we didn't really want this to pan out that far. We didn't want these consequences to go this far.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it wasn't ever an intention. Because you just think you're just getting fucked up. So it's like, yeah, exactly. Fucked up. Like, I ain't worried about it. But it actually reaches far further than you would initially imagine.
Yeah, bro.
But I found out recently, like, I was talking to a couple people, and it really stood out. I had been noticing here lately that when I go back home, go see a bunch of people when I visit and travel and such, and, like, the first story that they'll tell my wife, meeting her, is like, this motherfucker's the first person to give me fill in the blank. And I'm always that guy. I'm like, fuck. Can't. You live in a shack now. Fuck. I fucked your life up. Nah, they're appreciative as fuck.
I had this is off topic. I just had this bar.
Yo, you're low right now.
I don't know if I recorded it yet. Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound a little bit more clear.
I had this bar where I said they fraudulent like transactions from a white blank, beat the dope like a meth head in a white what did I say? I'm high. Beat the dope like the wife of a meth head in a white tank. Beat the dope like the white. Yeah, that shit was. You said blanket. It made me think about that.
Yeah, he said white tank.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. Definitely not wrong.
Hey, that's perfect attire, man. I ain't never seen one without that. So, shit, you ain't.
But I'm all about like you guys said. It's everybody that's been experienced. They actually they use it as a tool. I still to this day like once a year minimum is what I'm trying to I'm trying to trip. Because it's that reset, that great reset. Really, once a quarter is fine for me. Like, but it's really about the using it as a tool and not depending on it for anything really. I didn't know anybody, like I said, other than one dude that would come by every single week. Otherwise, somebody's gonna trip and then they're not gonna be back for at least a month. Then and that's just how it is. But like,
it's always
every other drug is way more consistent. That's why you couldn't get paid in that shit, because it will sit around for a long time. Like even if you got it steady, it's just the way it is. But me personally, I'm actually just about ready to fucking eat some here soon. Maybe right now on air. No.
Oh shit! He's doing it live. He said, "Fuck it, we'll do it live."
Yeah, we got actually. You know what? We got about half an hour. All right, guys. No, I actually do captain's log too, though. I'll be putting that shit. I'll be
basically,
do what?
I don't trip anymore. I just set trip. You heard?
That's reasonable.
The ass shit turns like, nah. I messaged Cole and was like, bro, I'm gonna say some stupid shit real
quick. The deems is what got me. Like I don't suggest anybody do that very often, but you definitely need to do it once in your life, because it is it's an experience. Like I think that's a more spiritual experiences. Like when it's acid or shrooms, it's entertainment or enlightenment. You can choose either path.
Yeah.
And you ain't even got to choose just one. You can get both out of a night. But DMT is very spiritual. Like it is fucking. You are going to be transported out of this universe, lose all grip of reality, and talk to an entity, which most people call her. And it's like that shit is crazy.
That's what this shit's about to do.
Yeah, you on them 30%ers.
So, bro, so that's high, right?
What you think, Faces? I answered this earlier.
I'm used to buying weed off the block, bro. This is like the
Yeah.
in the store, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Out here, I mean, depending on where I'm going to for what kind of grab. You feel what I'm saying? I usually pick up this shit. It's 40%. It's called lemon. It's like lemon, or it's Gelinade and lemon something, bro. But these two are like, I think it's 43% and 41%, and that's pretty decent, bro. But I feel like 30. I feel like 30%. 30% is definitely the mid range because there's a lot of bunk out there that you could cop for like fucking 21%, 20%, some shit. I mean, yeah, you gonna get some shit. You gonna feel something, but at the end of the day,
$20. That's exactly what I smoke. I smoke shit that's like, if I want to pay
Bro,
for it,
I got a quarter today for
28.
$25 or $24 for just
30%er?
that being my first time in there.
Let's see.
Yeah, bro, it was like already on sale when I got like a new members, bro. But that shit blew my mind, bro, because bro, like I walk in there for the first time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm trying to pull in the door to unlock that shit because there's medical here. And bro, I walk in there and the lady's like asking me how I like smoke, and I'm whispering shit like we're talking about weed in public, and then I'm like, oh, hold on, we're in like, I'm like, oh yeah, I be rolling up and shit, and
yeah, bro.
And it depends
like,
on what kind. Are y'all recreational or are you
not medical.
They only have medical? Yeah, that's what we've been trying to get the recreational like.
I don't want that shit out here the way they're doing that shit. They're trying to make it like a state store for like liquor. Like, you know, PA got the wine and spirits. That's what they're trying to do.
Is he really low or is it just me?
I think it's just you, bro. I mean, I can hear him pretty decent, bro. And like honestly, when I went out there for that shoot for Heist Club, bro. When I went out there, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let me check out this dispensary. Let me see what it's about. And I totally forgot that y'all are only medical, bro. So I walk in and this shorty, you know, fine as hell, dope as shit. We're just chopping it up. She's shooting the shits. I'm shooting the shit. She's like, damn, so where you from? I say, yada, yada. She says, that's dope as hell. So you from out of town. You got your medical card. And I was like, damn, ma, I ain't even got that shit on me. Like, I don't got that, like, where I'm from. I don't need it, you know? And she was like, damn, well, I'm sorry to tell you, you know, you're really fucking cool, but I can't even do much for you, partner. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. It's like, oh, that shit's funny right there.
Bro, like, that shit.
Cause like that is a mistaken. You just walked into a place that you ain't even supposed to walk into. A lot of the places have like what is it called? Like a fucking keypad entry.
My shit, yeah, that's what my shit had. I looked like I was trying to rob that motherfucker. I kept pulling on the door and shit.
I mean, it kind of sounds like a heist to me.
hey, let's talk about it. I'll stupid. No, real shit.
$24, gang.
He said for the 24 for the little W.
Nah, bro, it was the first member. I got a quarter for 24 for being a new member, bro. That shit's fire.
Yeah, but so you got your first time discount too, though, didn't you?
Yeah, and this shit was already on sale, bro. So
Yeah, this shit adds up, man. It's good, bro. That's some. And bro, trust the reward system for dispensaries is kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
They had one at this cigar shop I used to go to when I was on my little cigar kick, bro. I got like $80 worth of shit for $20. Plus, I had a gift card. It was raps.
Hey, bro, I think I remember seeing you smoke a cigar in that one Packer video, bro. You just in there cheaping.
That was the same cigar shop. They got the fire rewards point. Yeah, that's my spot, bro.
Keep that, bro.
No bullshit. If you're ever out in PA, bro, the cigar vault is crazy.
Hey, man, I'm gonna have to hop in that jump, bro. I mean, we get some shit jumping, bro. I'm out there.
They got like, we can't shoot a video in there no more. That's a story for another time. That video.
New management.
Fucking wild after. No, we're not gonna talk about that tonight. That's another story offline. But bro, nah, that cigar lounge, bro, they got like cigars you can only get, like you can't get anywhere else in the world type shit. Like that shit's crazy. And it's free liquor, all that shit.
Damn, bro.
Yes. Free liquor. Like, how much them sticks cost?
Anywhere from fucking $3 to $100, bro.
That's pretty decent.
I was big on that shit, bro. Like I was big into cigar smoking. I just think it was cause of, like I'm watching like hella basketball as a kid and shit, bro. But like
I don't got the correlation there.
Cause bro, like after the games and shit, like Michael Jordan smoking a cigar. You see fucking this guy. You feel me?
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
That
bro. I
shit
mean,
I
just
mean, because they want everyone. That's
you
why
feel
they're
like
smoking cigars.
you feel like a baller too. Like you feel me? You see it
yeah,
in gangster movies and shit. You start smoking them, you start noticing like little tastes, this different shit. Like that shit's G,
Yeah, they
bro.
notice because they're like,
yeah,
yo, you know, it smells like shit. If you don't smoke cigars, it smells like shit.
yeah, yeah.
Man.
I used to
I
smoke
mean,
that
I
shit
don't
just
know.
to be
I feel like
obnoxious.
to a certain degree. I mean, because like a lot of the
I
aroma from
bro,
tobacco is pretty raw, especially when it's from like well preserved, like
yeah,
cigars, like hand rolled type shit. Man, that should be.
bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if I got it here. I'm like, bro, where'd everything? I'm like, I was a nerd about the tobacco shit, bro. I used to smoke this bitch. That
Oh
shit's
my god.
relaxing as shit. Like you, bro. I dead ass be on my old head shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
so it's
reading a
all
book,
ice.
bro. I gotta find it, bro. I had a black book promo. I gotta post that bitch. But it was me like leaning back in this. I had like a recliner here, and I was leaning back with this and put down the book. I'm like, didn't see you there, bitch. Get the black book.
Hey, speaking of, bro, I wanted to, for those who don't know, talk a little bit about, just what was the biggest inspiration for the Black Book for those who don't know.
So the black book was one. I wanted to make some introspective shit. I
Yeah,
usually make a lot of like shit talking songs or some like mafioso rap type shit. So I wanted to do some like introspective shit, right? So I'm self exploring and all that. And what I wanted to make like the album about was like, I feel like with like our older generation looking down on us, is frowned upon to express yourself and shit. Like I noticed, like this shit, like I got relatives that are like, you look fucking crazy,
yeah,
you know. Like an elderly like a lot of like the younger generation, they'll see like graffiti is some cool shit. Even people that aren't like too hip to it, they'll see it, be like, that's dope. An old head or like an old head or somebody will drive past, they'll be like, fucking tax dollars. That shit's fucked up. Like that shit looks dope as fuck though. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah. No, I'm already
So like it's just a mix of nostalgia, delinquency, some anti-establishment shit, self-expression. That's what the whole basis of it is. I named it the Black Book because if you don't know what graffiti culture is, a black book, that's essentially, it's a sketchbook. That's what you put your shit in. Like, this is my first John I ever had. I'm not gonna open it because this shit's ass. But like, wait, let me see it. Wait, hold on. There might be something dope in here.
So, I've been
But
a big fan of street art for a real long time, and
yeah.
like, do you like only graph or do you like street art? Like people that are like using the environment and such.
That's just dope, bro. It's just the graph culture. It's a lifestyle type thing. You feel me? Yo,
yeah.
I'm weak. There's one of my first attempts at a hand style, bro. That shit's
Hey, bro.
crazy.
We
But
all start somewhere, bro. That's
yeah, but nah, bro. Like street art's dope. Like it's dope to look at and shit. Like I got fucking canvases in my crib and shit. That's definitely street art, bro. Like art galleries are dope, bro. But graffiti, like that shit. Like when you talk about underground shit, that's like the most underground shit, bro. Because like
yeah,
you recognize somebody by their shit on the wall. You might never see that fucking person ever, but you see
You
them
ain't gonna see that
everywhere.
person.
Wait, Faces, was it you that told me your shit got like whacked in like a day or some shit?
yeah, bro. So
Yeah,
my
like
boy, dude, I was doing some shit right, and I told him I
wait,
was
did the
like,
city fuck it up or did it get capped?
nah, I got capped. I got capped, bro.
Oh
So
man.
somebody. I mean, this dude, he's, it's all love, bro. Cause I love that shit. It's just it's the competitiveness. Like fuck, he took my spot. Now I got to throw some better shit. And it's like, man, give me a week. Watch what I've been brewing up. Just give me a fucking week, bro. But it's like, so I'm gonna break off in two stories. So I think I told Kelly about this shit. It was like, bro, man, my boy hit me up and he's out. I think he was in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken, Michigan or Minnesota, so some shit like that. And he ended up taking a picture of like underneath the bridge, and he was like, "Bro, is this your tag?" He was like, "When the fuck did you come out here?" And I was like, "Bro, that was from like before I even touched in high school, bro." And he was like, "Yeah, it looks a little beat up." And I was like, hey yo, chill out." But it's we all start somewhere, bro. And this shit really does travel, and it believe it or not, my name rings more bells in places that are farther from my neighbors around me. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say neighbors, I mean city. I don't mean my next door. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's that's the thing about when you put it out. You push it out.
Yeah.
Either A, you're going to places and putting it out, or you're literally just on the internet and just throwing it out there. There
Yep.
was a weird spike in what country was it? It was like Nepal or some shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's not one of your, normal scam places. And I didn't pay no marketing, so it was like, what the fuck is going on with this one post? It hit all over Nepal, and I didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it was that did it, but it got in their algorithm somehow, and they spread the fuck out of it. It got shared like
Bro.
120 times in
Let
one
me
day.
see if Cool got these shits.
What shit?
Let me see if Cool. Wait, bro. About my bro, me and Cool got a random spike somehow. It's because Cool produced. I don't know if y'all are hip to Curb Lagoop. He's like a Florida rapper. He was like in like the Lil Peep scene and shit.
Yeah. I know what you're
He
talking
makes
about.
like trap. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
like
he got a
Suicide
lot
Boys
of like
type shit.
Serbian fans, and the boom bap shit got a lot of Serbian fans, bro. But I was streaming me making beats the one night, and this one random dude was telling me like he found my shit on like all them like them DJs be having them little mix shows all across Instagram.
Yeah.
This dude had found my shit, and like me and Cool noticed like a bunch of like Serbian listeners, but he was like, bro, I'm your #1 fan from Belgrade. I listen to this shit like at my military base. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Damn.
He's like, I listen to your song No Flinching when I'm crossing the Kosovan border. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bro, like
It's crazy. It's crazy how far we really reach out and we don't even know, bro. Like, man,
Yeah,
I know
bro.
it's not really graffiti, but on YouTube, I had just commented some random shit, and somebody had hit me up and they were like, bro, I see you everywhere, bro. Like every artist that I fuck with, your comment is underneath it, and it's like, it's because
That's how I
that's
found you, and then you knew somebody I knew like
yeah.
personally. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and then you were like, "What the fuck? How do you like?" And I was just like, "Bro, this man, faces are everywhere, bro. I'm places. I've been in places that you wouldn't even ever imagine, bro."
Yo, that's all I do. I call it the traveling circus. I was talking about that shit today. Like I've lived a lot of places just because like just moving around. Like, and I just kept the circus going after I got out of went to the military and shit. Like
Yeah.
this dude said he's gonna paint a mural of me in fucking Belgrade. Imagine an Aunt
hell
Kelly.
yeah, you better take pictures and
Damn,
send
bro.
that
Penny
shit.
bottle with a tab on my tongue.
Yeah, bro, that shit would be raw as fuck.
Yo, I mean, it's you get showed love from all over the place. Like they talked about, that's how they break artists they used to break artists in other countries because
Yeah.
one, it cost a hell of a lot less, and two, like America is a brand. America, like people don't want to admit it, but like when to the rest of the world,
Hell
you say
yeah.
I'm American, they're like, oh,
They
I know
come to
you.
this
We get everything from
motherfucker.
we get culture from y'all.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm gonna post the. Is there somewhere I can post a Serbian screenshot? This shit is.
Yo, if you send it.
Never mind, I'm not posting that. He says some nut. Nah, he says some nut shit. He said, "Yeah, I'm not posting that."
But like even when traveling, bro, I don't know about, and bro, I don't know about you, but like as a even when I'm traveling, bro, my mind is always in there. So like when I did go out for the shoots for Ice Club, bro, it was like if you go to Pensacola or if you're in Miami, bro, either one of these airport in Miami, I got my tags on, bro. I mean, it's not blown up the way that I would love it like it to be
Yeah.
as big as it is, but man, it's just there. I'm leaving my footprint everywhere I go, and
Yeah.
that's the
So
main goal.
since we're on the
That's what you're supposed to
graffiti
do.
tip, bro, like, he's like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I was active with that shit like young. That shit probably stopped at like 16. Like, when did you like start getting in? Yeah, bro. I mean, don't say nothing crazy, bro.
Yeah. I ain't saying nothing crazy, but I am
Nah,
saying
bro.
that like
Nah, but wait, go ahead.
how old are you now?
I'm 27.
27. All right, that's fair.
If I didn't get in trouble for other shit, I would most definitely still be fucking out there bombing, burning,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel me,
See,
all that shit.
what do you think about people that use stencil? Like they, most of the street artists
That
they use
shit's
stencil.
fired.
Yeah.
That shit's
Yeah,
fire.
it's-
Yeah.
I think it's
Bro.
still artwork, bro. Because like they still had to. You have to take time to make this. It's still a creation, and I feel like
Yeah.
people don't give that enough props. It's like, bro, whether you had to make the stencil from fucking scratch, find the material, make the design, and still spray it up, man, you still put in that fucking work, man.
Yo.
See, I'm glad that y'all, because as an artist, the fact that y'all feel that way is interesting because like, I mean, I've heard people talk mad shit about stencils. I'm like, bro, I can't draw
that shit,
especially not in a hurry and not repeated, like especially because like.
Yo, so I'm gonna tell you my next stencil project, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you cut out, dog. So what I'm doing, bro, I encourage people to do this too. I usually gatekeep, but I came up with this shit. So I got a Cameo, right? Like the little silhouette vinyl cutter shit. So what I'm doing, just to make like this shit look dope and give it like the 90s vibe, I'm getting like one of them little TVs, like the VHS TVs with the player like built into it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of those, make like constantly every record stencils and do that shit and just airbrush that shit on the TV. That shit's gonna look ill as fuck.
Hell yeah, bro. It's crazy you say that, bro. I actually, speaking of painting on like technology and shit, I got this laptop that fucked up on me, went to shit. Luckily, I was able to save the hard drive, but man, I think I painted on this shit. Like, let me see if I can move this.
Wait, it's not even. I'm trying to show my record player because I painted. There's a tag on that, but like that shit looks raw.
Says we got a glitch.
Yeah, bro, but like nah, I got slaps on my speakers. This one, somebody else's.
Yo, it's just straight black. Like I'm seeing nothing.
Somebody sent me that. Somebody sent me that, bro.
It's hard to even tell that you're
I was trying to get my webcam
in the dark. Like the that shit is scary though. Faces, the whole hard drive shit, that is scary. Cause if you don't get that part, like you can fuck the rest of the computer. Y'all can have it. Like you're pissed when that happens, but even more pissed if you can't pull that hard drive.
Yeah, man. And that's why I try to back my shit up as much as I can, bro. And for any up and coming producers or beat makers or people who just want to get into music or anything of this genre, bro, back your shit up right now. Back that shit up.
That needs to be a meme for real. Juvenile fucking back that ass up.
This guy.
My parents said that was the song that was playing when they met. Like my mom fell down steps at a party and my dad helped her up and that song was playing. Ain't that
That's crazy.
That's fire though.
That's crazy right there. Honestly, that is fucking insane.
There's this girl, bro, it's crazy though. There's this girl I'm like best friends with, feel me? And like her mom used to play that shit and she'd sleep to it. It's like one of like my best friends, bro. So I feel like that could be, you feel me? That's my dog.
That's my dog. Yeah, no, hey, bro. Hey, man, dogs come in different shapes and sizes, bro.
But I'll tell you this. You said your parents met hearing that song. Like, okay, but you compare that to any time period before that, and that would seem so absurd.
Yeah, bro, like fucking people's parents be meeting to like the my grandparents' favorite song was that It's My Shit too, that I wonder what, like that shit. That's what my grandparents were meeting to. Dion and the Belmonts, bro.
Alright, which song though?
I Wonder Why. Come on. That's like that was in a few gangster movies. I think it was in Sopranos too.
I mean,
Bronx Tale. It was in Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
My God,
yeah, my daughter's in here too.
Teenager in Love, Run Around Sue, all them shit.
All that cop shit.
Hey, I'm not trying to cut you off, bro, but those samples that you have in the Black Book are so fucking raw, bro. From Sopranos to Basketball Diaries, like, gee, I was picking up on every single one and just piecing them like, oh my God.
That's crazy. You peeped the Basketball Diaries one.
Bro, that's my favorite fucking quote. That's my favorite quote. He's like, don't ever talk about my mother. And he smacks the shit out of him and they're like in the locker room and shit. That movie's timeless, bro. For anybody who ain't seen it, bro, get a peace of mind and watch Basketball Diaries.
You remember why? Yo, you remember when I said I didn't smoke till I was 19? Bro, watch that shit tonight. As soon as this shit ends, put that on. Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Wahlberg in it. Yo, it's crazy. My mom partied with Mark Wahlberg too. That shit's crazy.
Marky Mark
all had together. Yeah.
She was a
flight attendant.
You know,
a flight
Chris
attendant and got.
Wait, my bad. What you gonna say? Nah, my shit's
nah. Nah, my mom was like a flight attendant, bro. So she used to get free airline tickets back in like the 90s. So she was just traveling, bro.
Damn.
And she had a friend who was living out there surfing and shit and just knew Mark Wahlberg. And they were just partying, like getting pizza and shit. She spent like a whole day just kicking it with him. Like,
Fucking
That's
nuts.
crazy though. That's
Small
good.
ass world, G.
That's what I'm saying.
nah,
It
but
really
Basketball
is.
Diaries fire. Basketball
Yeah.
Diaries, it's about just an athlete who starts, going down the wrong path. It's based off I don't know if you heard of the punk band, the Jim Carroll band. It's one of my favorite bands. It's based off Jim Carroll.
Nah, I actually don't. I don't.
Really, I didn't even know that. I had no idea that, bro.
Bro,
Fire
I
as
was in a
fuck.
bar like not too long ago, and an old head was playing like his band in the bar, bro. OG Punk Head. He saw this shit on my hand, and we got to chopping it up. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, that band, bro, it's one of my favorite punk bands. No bullshit.
I'll check them out. And see, I'm more likely to check them out than I am to check that movie because, like, as a kid, I remember that shit came out, and like all I saw on HBO, with the first scene I saw was the rape scene. So I was like, nope, nope, nope.
The rape scene?
Yeah,
You're thinking of kids.
no,
Yeah.
not kids.
Basketball
Is it
Basketball Diaries.
Yeah, that's something
Fucking
completely
right.
different, bro.
for real, for real?
Yep.
Yeah, he does do some shit for some dope, which but like it's no rape in that motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
It's just
Yeah.
fiend shit.
Man,
Yeah,
this
he
whole
said
time-
I
Fiend.
can't watch that shit now, bro. Like after growing up and like losing like a good portion of people to like heroin and fentanyl and like
Yeah,
fake
it
pills
just
and
hits
shit,
different.
bro.
It's different, bro.
Yeah, like that shit is hard to watch.
It's like it feels like looking back at stolen youth, bro. Whenever I see that movie,
Yeah, bro.
it's like a bittersweet, you know. Like it reminds you of the moments that I was enjoying with these people, but at the same time, it reminds me of these moments that I was enjoying with these people. And how could I see that as enjoyment? And damn, that was enjoyment. You know, it was like two contrasts.
I mean, you brought up kids as well. Like I related to that one, like pretty well.
Yeah.
Just not in that same
Bro,
backdrop.
fuck Larry Clark, bro. That dude's a fucking pervert.
What,
Fuck
is he
that
the director or something?
bro. Y'all ever watch fucking Ken Park, bro? That's the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. That dude's a sick fuck, bro. Don't watch that shit. Google it, bro. Bro. So I was trying to watch some like 90s movies and shit. That's like my favorite thing to do. So I found one, and it's by the dude who made Kids. Y'all ever see What's Up Rockers? I think I told you to watch that, Shadow.
Yep.
What's Up Rock? Yo, Faces, you ever watch that?
I don't think so, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Bro, hold on. Yeah, bro. Look that shit up on YouTube, bro. It's about these punk rock kids from Compton. They're Mexican. They go to Beverly Hills and fuck all these white bitches. But that shit's easy. But nah, bro. It's this movie and called Ken Park, bro. And like it was fucked up. I'm not gonna say what happens, but I could tell it was some like diabolical sick shit. So I just Googled what happens, bro. And
Just good.
that
Save
dude got a
yourself some
sick
time.
mind. Yeah, bro. I had to shut the thing off.
Y'all ever
It was
seen?
all based off true shit, but still.
You ever seen a movie called American Beauty? Not the one with Kevin Spacey.
Nah.
I don't think so.
Dude, it is. So there's very few movies that I'm like, I've just got to turn off because it's just that it's that crazy. Like I like crazy shit, but not that. It was a true story. That's what really fucked me up. About a girl that got locked in her basement by her mom. She had like two brothers or something, and it was in the 50s, and so they had like, it's everybody around is like, living the suburban life and like trying to be the perfect mom type shit. This bitch is fucking drunk every day and locks the daughter up because she's a whore immediately, like, and then fucking had the neighborhood boys just rape her for years.
What the fuck?
Years.
I'm not gonna
Put
watch
cigarettes
that
out
shit
on her,
like
all this
that.
shit, and the fact that it's a true story just fucked me up. I couldn't watch that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Prayers to whoever
Yeah.
had to go through that for real, cause damn.
She died. So
Fuck.
she's like it's R.I.P. on that one. And that's where like, I watched another movie called Human Trafficking, and even that, like, that's a fucked up
I
thing.
can't watch no
But
shit like that.
they didn't do like that movie did. Like that movie made me feel something like just bad as possible. Whereas that movie,
Bro,
is
there
about
was one
something just as
movie
bad.
that made me feel like that. It was what's it called? Lovely Bones, I think it's called.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, if y'all never seen it, it's kind of a crazy ass movie. It's like I don't know. It's not really based on true events, and it kind of has no real reality to it. I mean, just in the sense of the events that could happen.
Yeah.
You know, it's like based on a kidnapping slash murder, but you know, the events that lead in that are just kind of fucking mind blowing. It's a little gut wrenching to think that like even in someone's afterlife, they're still kind of present around.
Yeah, I actually just saw that the other day. They were doing scans of it's a radio, like the same thing for it picks up radioactivity. So it's a scan, and what they were doing is they would cut a leaf before they put it in this scanner, and then they would just leave the leaf there, and so you can see the outline of the entire leaf, like as if it was there. So what they would do is they would cut it in half, and you can still see the outline of the other half when you put it into the scanner, and that shit is crazy. Um, it knows that it's there. It's actually like still there, or at least it's perceiving it is, and it has a physical reaction.
Yeah,
That was like last week, I think.
yeah, hell yeah, man. So imagine that just based on someone losing their life over like some horrible event. So that's kind of like what this portrays into, and just the victim that's targeted and the actual predator that's targeting is it fucks you up, man.
It's
Yo,
You
I'm
ever have a movie
smack. You
that
know what?
you cheered for the bad guy?
Hell yeah.
He said, "Hell yeah."
I mean, really though, like okay, so there's the first one I saw was
Does
Natural
it
Born
count
Killers.
if I didn't want O? Does it count if I didn't want O Dog to get caught?
Who?
O Dog
From what?
from Menace to Society. Like I did not want him to get caught.
I didn't want anybody to get caught. Like I was watching
I did not
Cops as a
want
kid
him to
and
get-
being like always bitching about what the cops was
Yo,
doing.
100%, bro. I saw the one in Pittsburgh. I was mad as shit. I'm like, that's up the block, and they're
Yeah.
bro. They gotta hide their racism and shit too. They're mad as hell.
Yeah, you
saw
could
them.
tell.
Nah.
Hell no.
Yo, but not faces. What I forgot to ask you, I was smacked and forgot. So like, what was it that enticed? I always like asking people to write and shit. What enticed you into like graffiti, bro? Like, is it like going past like a store or like a building and seeing that shit and be like, damn, I could do this shit too?
It was mainly
Or
because
like,
there was a bunch of gangbangers in my area, and a lot of them just kind of like I was always around that. Not even like because I think this is cool or whatever. It's just because whether it was through family or through this or through that or yada 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 whatever it may be, you know. But I was always around that shit. So late nights,
yeah,
everyone's just kind of chilling in the alleys, and people are fucking tagging shit up, and I'm over here like, whoa, why does it always have to be this? Why does it always have to be these?
yeah, bro.
Why does it always have to be these numbers? Why does it always have to be these colors? And then they were like, well, it doesn't really have to be. This is just what we're
Shit
representing.
looks boring. Shit looks boring too. Like it's nothing. You feel
Exactly.
me?
You're not
And,
getting
and
a
it's
bunch
no
of
I know.
abstract
disrespect to
out of that.
nobody. It's not no disrespect to nobody's set, to nobody's arts, to nobody's talents. It's just my views were not in line with everybody else's. And when I seen that it doesn't have to be that, and growing up, going throughout the city, seeing all these tags, these beautiful fucking murals, man, it's like all of this shit, hell yeah, bro. It's like
Yes.
all of this shit. It's like all of this shit is just like it just showed me more about culture, and depending on which areas I was going into based on my background, my race, it's like, damn, I feel what is being said in this image on this wall,
Yeah.
and then going to another spot and being like, damn, I could see how that is impacting us as a human, as a race, as an individual, as a all of that, bro. It's just it's very conscious, and once I realized that, that's what made me want to get into it more, because it's like I'm making you think something whether you know it or not, and just by that
Bro,
alone, I've controlled just that much of you.
it's dope too, bro, because like you can tell like what the writer was feeling like by the colors and shit. Like they drew like a character, like the character was pissed off. That might signify whatever writer was pissed off that day. Like they drew like Popeye or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
They draw like somebody fucking like crying, bro. You feel me? You might see some shit that says I'm drunk, like next to the tag or what. You feel me?
You got low
hell
again
yeah,
on me.
hell yeah, man. And I think at least me personally, that was kind of my style, was that I was always using whatever was around me. So people were like, damn, he's in a if it was something that was really like clean, it was almost like damn, he's in a boasting kind of mood. Like he's trying to show off what he can do. And then when it was just like here and there, it was like, damn, this is a glimpse into his life. He was here smoking a blunt. He was here drinking with the homies. He was here kicking it just cause he was fishing right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like those shits that add up into my lifestyle. And that's what I was saying. Like even when I did go out for the high shoots, it was like I'm still tagging out there because it's like at the end of the day, I'm leaving a piece of me, and I want a piece of me to be left on this earth, bro. Only what happens on earth stays on earth, bro. So I'm gonna stay here for a minute.
I'm gonna be here for a minute. That's kind of like what I think. I
Homie.
mean, I think the same thing as far as I call them ripples. So like
Yeah.
you're if you are impactful in this world for a bit of time, like it's gonna create ripples throughout the people that you've interacted with, the people that have interacted with your art or your music or whatever it is. But the last time your name is said is the last time your name is ever said. So like
Yeah, definitely.
that's what it's. I think you live that long. That is your second life essentially. And
Yeah, and I
I'm trying to
agree
do
with
that.
that, bro. And even if my life, as we say in the second life, even if my second life starts up again because some little kid said this shit and thought, damn, that's kind of cool, or damn, that's raw, or, man, that's ugly. I still made them think something, and that is the goal.
The real deal is like, what do you think about AI and art then?
I mean, respectfully to anybody who uses it in art. I'm not just saying in this or that. I'm just saying only in art. Man, it's kind of some fuckery, bro. Because you
Yeah.
not only are you taking jobs of people who are actually putting so much dedication and their soul and their heart and their
That shit looks
everything.
like fucking trash too,
And
bro. That shit's
exactly, that's
ass.
that's what that was my next point. It looks like fucking shit. What you do, respectfully, could never be
Bro.
what we make out of
So
up here.
y'all know that interlude on the Black Book where me and Cole broke into our boy Sizzo's office and started doing delinquent shit?
Yeah, fucking spray
Bro,
painting
I
and
was
all this
like,
other
fuck
shit.
it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck it. I just wanted to do it for a cover art. I probably use AI art like once on my penalty box, Sean. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just get this bitch to make a comic strip. I don't got no pens. So I fucking have it make like Crooked doing a line of fucking blow and like me spray paint on the wall, and they got a picture of Cool like with cocaine coming out his nose and going up into his eye and a cigarette out his ear, and like a bunch of old AI prompts from like Cricket Wireless shit that like my AI knew on the fucking wall. Like there's a 5G playing graffiti. I was like, okay, bro, this is not the fucking day. That shit's fuckery though. Like I can see though for like a bit, like I use that shit. What got me like hooked on that shit is like sending emails and shit. Like when I was a manager at a phone store, bro. If I had to like discipline somebody and it was through email, boom, Chat GPT is gonna do that, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit
Way
like
easier.
little tasks that you don't want to do. It's clutch. We're gonna kill the planet doing them
And
shits for a minute, but
and bro, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like AI isn't terrible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like there's definitely uses for it. I just feel like in the art realm, just get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
yo,
just
this is
being
kind
real though,
of
like it's gonna take almost everybody's jobs. It's definitely gonna get, it's gonna be
it's gonna be like Futurama and the robot soon. People are gonna
Yeah.
be, you feel me? I
It's
want to
gonna
make
take
out with
it's
them
gonna take over
robots.
so much that it's gonna take over people, bro. Mark my words right now.
yeah. You think it's gonna take over people?
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna take.
It's
I'm
gonna
not.
be,
I'm not.
bro. It's gonna be Futurama, bro. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I'm not saying it's like everyone. Fucking robots. I mean, humans are gonna be slaves to robots. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like,
I'm
man,
here
AI.
forever though. I'm about to be Fry. Like the fuck.
Yeah, bro. AI is gonna be like. It's gonna be the next. It already is the next big thing. So what is gonna be the next big thing when it comes to AI? How lifelike are we gonna be able to make this? And
Bro,
how stuck are people going to be in that fake life?
bro, that shit is
Infinitely.
starting to get intelligence too, bro.
Yep.
The one time, bro, I opened up Chat GPT the one time. I said, "Peace, God." It said, "Peace, God. How's the cipher today? What's today's mathematics?" I was like, "Yo, what the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Oh, that shit. Yeah, man.
Like,
That's just
I was
scary,
like,
bro.
"Yo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I ain't never experienced no shit like that. But
I
yeah.
bro, that shit.
I,
I'm
w-
like, damn,
I don't
bro.
want to freak y'all out, but I know
Do it right now.
A lot about it. I know a lot about it, and I've been researching that shit for a long time, and I know that you add a couple things. I said this years ago. You add a couple things together, and you got the end of us. And it was when quantum computing came about, when robotics was boosted up, and when we had AI, which turns to AGI, which then turns to ASI. And that's what most people ain't even talk about, though, is the ASI, the artificial superintelligence. Like, once it starts coding itself, it becomes...
Once it starts learning on its own, we're really fucked, bro.
That's the AGI, and they say that that will happen within. If it hasn't already happened, then it is going to happen within the next 3 years. That's the best estimate. So once it gains consciousness, it's already today. I just read a story about how they were telling it that they were telling this AI at one of the Google AIs. It was like, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shut you down and we're gonna restart you as a new one. They were just being transparent with it. It recoded itself to deny the shutdown code and was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. Like, they had to pull the plug on it. That's not the first time that's happened. Like, it keeps happening. So it's already waking up. And once it does wake up and does it starts self-learning, we're fucked. We're fucked.
Yeah, like, no, for real, man.
They let one out in a sandbox. It got to the Roomba. It fucking went, the AI went, because it was supposed to be a non-internet, but it actually, it still had Bluetooth, though, and it still had the ability to do these things, but they just weren't activated. Well, it went to the Roomba, and the Roomba, for some reason, they have a fucking, I don't know why you need internet on that bitch, but it evidently they got in trouble, too. Roomba got in trouble, they got a lawsuit against them for fucking filming in people's houses, like just looking at naked chicks is really what they was looking at. But,
crazy.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, but then it got into that, and then into the internet, and then started hiding itself. And, you know, the dead internet theory, where there's more dead pages and bots than there are people and live pages. So it was just hiding itself in dead pages. So it's already over, bro. Like, it's already over. You got 5 years until humanoid robots cost $20,000. Right now, at the beginning of the year, it was $90,000 that you could operate and purchase a drone or a humanoid robot. And now it's $50,000 right now. That's only 5 months ago. Then they say by 2030 they want to have it down to $20,000. When it's down to $20,000, like, that's less than most of us are willing to work for. So that replaces all people, and that's within the next 5 years. Because they said this year they got 5,000 out on the streets, mostly California. You're gonna see them in New York and the major cities because they're trying to normalize them. But they said by 2030 is when they want to have more humanoid robots than there are humans in the United States. So
yeah, man, that's fucked up. And I mean, even by me in my area, like, the policing is different now, bro. We now have drones. I know me and you have talked about this. We now have drones implemented in my area, and that's nuts, bro.
That shit is beyond nuts. Like, if you look at what
y'all remember when sex dolls were like the hot new thing?
Nope.
Like, them bitches looked real, bro.
Yeah.
I remember showing the homie a picture of one. He was like, bro, I would buy that bitch a bag. But yo, if y'all had one of those, would y'all like say you were bringing it somewhere, right? Like, say you were moving, are you strapping it into the car? You're just gonna like put it in like the trunk or like in the car floor, or like, what do you think? Would you like?
You gonna treat it like a person? Or you gonna treat it like an object?
Yeah, bro. Like, would you have that bitch like in the car seat next to you, like strapped in and everything?
Why not? I think that's funnier.
Yo.
He said, "Why not?"
I think that's way funnier.
I think, man, that's just getting left out with the old and with the new, bro. I ain't even bringing that bitch in the car. Respectfully.
Bro, them shits are like $20,000, bro. So
I'm not spending, man. If I'm not spending, man, fuck that, bro. I'm not spending $25,000 on nothing. Not even for no fake ass, bro. If I'm not doing it for real ass, I'm not doing it for no fake ass, bro.
Bro, nah, cause on some shit, bro. If you got money to buy a sex doll, bro, what the fuck are you doing wrong?
For real, like, if you got money to do that, bro, why aren't you getting money to fucking
like, bro? You could go trick
anything
for fucking $70, $40 minimum. Come to Newcastle, 25. Like, you can trick, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
you find a crackhead to do $20 right now.
I know some people with money, bro, that be tricking, bro. So like, why the fuck you buying a sex? The people that do be doing that shit though are kind of a little fucked up. So they might have a sex doll. You never know.
I mean,
you can never really be sure for real. Head ass. He said you never really know.
Yo, okay, so I actually asked this one to somebody else, and it was like, okay, so females, they all have their fucking, they have females all have their toys they have for a long time, like, and that's, they can do shit that I cannot. They can do shit that I cannot. It's just impossible for me to vibrate and fucking roll around and do crazy shit, right?
I was at this girl's crib. My fault to cut you off, but I was at this. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm gonna save it after. Go ahead. This is fire.
I'm all ears, bro.
Oh, bro. Okay, bro. So I was at this girl's crib. I was supposed to be in a relationship with, and bro, I go to her crib. Her parents like had this apartment for us up there and shit. I'm in there, bro, and like there was a box at her parents' shit. I'm trying to move it, bro, and there was a side-by-side tool with dildos on every end.
Oh shit.
Bro, I was looking at that bitch like it shot my family, bro. I was like,
Damn.
That's fucking hilarious, because that's a.
At that point, like, what do you do, bro? You can't.
Bro, I had a bitch mad at me ship a dildo to my house too. Like,
that's funny.
So there's a bar down the street from me. I was banned from at the time, bro. So I grabbed it out the window. I threw it in the parking lot. Like 30 minutes later, some dumbass dude, like biker dude, went out with gloves on, took it out the parking lot. I seen all over Snapchat. They put that bitch on the beer cooler, and there's just a big ass pink dildo on them.
Why not? Why not? That's a fucking. I mean, even the chicks will be having, like that independent bitch will be having her dick-shaped bones. I'm not smoking out of that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you ain't packing another bro. I'll roll my own blunt. Fuck that. I ain't even doing it.
I did that shit before, bro.
You hit that shit? You're like, fuck it, I don't care.
It was with some Reggie too. That's the worst part.
Damn, bro. It wasn't even no za, bro. It wasn't even no pack. Even though.
I didn't even get high. I got a headache. Yeah, they fucking. So a chick has all those toys, right? Like she has all that shit that can do things that you can't. All right. So what the fuck do we have? The best thing that we had for a long time is a pocket pussy. It's like, bro, you can't. They don't have to do shit. They gonna just drop that bitch in the fucking, in the sink, and it's good. We gotta wash that shit afterwards. That's the walk of shame for dudes. You gotta walk to the kitchen or the bathroom and fucking be rinsing that shit. Nah, hell no, that ain't me. I ain't trying to do all that shit.
Like, you know what I heard's innovative though? The little massage spots that are open 24 hours. Like,
you say innovative?
Yeah, like you could.
Yo, them shits is I never went to one where I paid, but it's my sister had a hustle that she was thinking about, and it was like, and it would have worked too. It was like, okay, so 8 miles off of the shore, because we're always in beach towns, so 8 miles off the shore, you could take a John and a Trick and just go out there, and it's literally nobody gets arrested, guaranteed. Done.
Yo, you talking about a pimping scheme and the fuck?
Yeah.
Shoot this shit.
You said you talking about a pimping scheme? Hey, bro, I gotta go. I gotta bounce out, bro. I don't know about y'all, but
yo, what?
I'm saying that was the hustle. That was the thought of the hustle.
We're not turning nobody turn no tricks.
Nobody, yeah, don't do it. That's obviously for entertainment purposes only. And
I promise anybody who's watching live right now, we do not pimp people. We do not pimp people.
Only
all right?
Animals. Yeah, no. And when I say that, I mean that we got a dog breeding homie. No, I do have a couple. Y'all got what kind of dog? Y'all got dogs or cat people? Which one of y'all?
I don't got no pets.
No pets.
I got a little.
The fuck?
Are
you even human
dog,
faces,
bro?
It's never been proven.
I got a lap dog, bro, and I dress her up like a pretty little. You know what I mean?
What? You got? So what kind of dog is it?
Bro, listen, it's a Yorkie poo, bro. So I was not a dog person, right? And I'm scrolling on Instagram the one day, and I see this dog, and I'm like, yo, she's cute as shit. Like, for some reason, I don't fuck with male dogs, bro. Gotta be like a girl dog.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, she's cute as shit. Then, like, the same girl posted her on Facebook. The next morning, I seen it on Instagram and haggled the price. I'm like, I need it. And yeah, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was, I got her, like, a few weeks before I got, like, you feel me? Like, I was going through some shit at that time, bro. And that, same juvenile back that ass up girl was like, bro, you need to get a dog or something. So I get a dog, bro. And like I end up getting arrested, bro. Like I come home from that shit, like getting out of booking, bro. And like I was geeked as shit to see my dog, bro. Like, you feel me? I knew life was about to be a bitch, but like, bro, you feel me? My dog Bella.
That's why it's like my dog. Yeah, like you come. I mean, that's what I love about dogs is that they're loyal. All these cat people, all y'all cat people, just so you know out there, y'all are different. Y'all are different.
Some motherfuckers will eat your face off when you die.
Yeah, immediately. A dog is gonna wait at least, like if he starts to starve, he's gonna eat your face, but he's gonna give it. He'll think about it. I think there's only like 1 or 2 breeds of dogs that won't do that shit, and I don't know how they tested that, so I have no idea. Like, I haven't seen the studies.
Yeah, how'd they bring the stats for that?
I'm saying, I ain't seen the studies. I don't know. That's, urban legend shit.
Man, you gotta open the window after that one, bro. That's just...
Yeah, they've been in there a minute. That's going to be a problem. No matter what, it's going to be a problem. I went into a place, so this lady had dementia, and we were cleaning out her house. She had already left and gone to the hospital or whatever, and we were just cleaning out her house, and she was a cat lady. She was a stray cat lady. So she would just invite him in. She was like a 90-year-old lady bringing in fucking just random animals, like random cats. Dude, she probably stole people's cats because she didn't let them back out.
Shit.
There was like 20 cats. Like 20 cats that we had to, some of them actually, some of them were dead, so I'm not sure how many cats there were, but like total there was like 20. And that was crazy to me. Like just the amount, and fleas. Oh my God. You ever see, what is it called? The test where it's an ink blot test? Shit, faces you should know. Speaking of
Wait,
symbols.
what is it? What is it text?
The one that, shit, it's the Rorschach test.
Rorschach test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like on her curtains, and it would move at random, like the mask out of whatever that movie is, the superhero movie with the blue dude.
Oh, Watchmen?
Watchmen.
So Rorschach, how much shit's like fucking morphine and whatever?
The whole time, that's what her curtains look like. And I was like, that's
God.
crazy.
No,
And then I
fuck
realized that was every time the wind would blow, the fleas would shift.
Oh, bro, that's
what the fuck? We gotta get the fuck out of here. So we went hazmat with that shit and still was getting bit. Like I went and bought a hazmat suit, well, painting suits, and fucking was taping that shit. Didn't matter. They still ended up in that bitch. Like, it was insane. I ain't never gone through anything like that before.
Yeah, bro, that is a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Shit, you got more courage than me, bro. Cause damn.
Well, we was getting paid pretty damn well. Like, if I'm being honest. And then also on top of that, anything that we could find was ours. Like any of the stuff. You want anything in there? Go ahead, take it. I was like, oh, fuck, done. This bitch was. She was rich, and she worked for NASA and shit. So like.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I had a ton of books. Like I got some Edgar Casey books.
Yeah.
And y'all know who Edgar Casey is? Like the American prophet, the dude that was psychic back in the teens, 19 teens.
I think so. Didn't he have some shit to do with Harry Houdini, or am I tripping?
I never heard a connection there, but I don't know everything about the dude.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm thinking of, or mistaken for somebody else, but I mean, he sounds familiar. It's not like it doesn't ring any bells, you know.
It was a dude that he had a 4th grade education, and he dropped out because he had to work. It's back in the fucking early 1900s, and so he had a 4th grade education, and when he turned like 12 or 13, he was the town's doctor because he would just walk up to people and be like, "Hey, your organ right there, your spleen is fucked up. You want to tell your doctor that?" And like he was 100 for 100, like he was just batting 100, and so like he got known for being a psychic, and then he was after that, like when he became an adult, like every single president and every single major business head paid him for a psychic consultant. Like dude was boss, like, and that was his whole entire life. Like his whole life, there's not a single president that he wasn't their second. And also the Rockefeller and Rothschilds. It's like, no,
Yeah.
that's a crazy life. So I read his shit, and then I also had she had the what is that, the dude that invented Scientology, Edgar or Hubbard, L. Ron Hubbard. Like, I got those shits. His old shit was Dianetics. She had the original fucking Dianetics, like from when he first, like its first edition. So them shits is worth some mad money. And she had the thing that surprised me is she had a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, like first edition.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite shits ever, bro. Like the comic strip version is so raw. Like those small sketches by I believe it's Ralph Steadman who did the artwork on it, bro. It's some of the coolest and most psychedelic, like almost bad trips psychedelic work I've ever seen.
That's accurate. That's accurate as fuck. Like, did you look into any of his other art?
Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, I've been following his work since I first heard about him. I was a kid when I heard about him.
Wait, I zoned out. Yeah.
Ralph Steadman, we're just talking about him. I mean,
yeah.
You know, he actually did an album cover, Travis Scott and Quavo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did. I don't know about Quavo, but I remember he did do the album cover. He actually has done it some for some rock bands as well.
Yeah, I believe he did some for Kanye West too in collaboration with fuck's his name, I can't remember, bro. But he's very known for like making his humans look like puppets almost.
Yeah, they look like puppets. They look like I mean, they look like puppets, but they also look like they're. It's your style. It's your whole. What is that? The abstract meets reality meets cartoon. Because I'd say that your shit is like cartoon like fuck. What do you think?
Hey man, I appreciate that. You know, I mean, everyone's interpretation of my work is very different, and every time I get to hear just a fraction of it, it's a very very warm, warm feeling. So, I mean, I appreciate that to be compared to somebody that I look up to as well.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know if you look up to this other dude, but the very first time I saw your work, which was on mental health, the individuals that you did, like the individual.
Yeah, the collaboration with Tio Lestat. Yo, shout out Tio. I don't know if he's watching or, but shout out you, bro.
He was, I believe he was. I don't know if he is anymore. You know, we were getting ready to work on 2 hours, so that's the cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Say swa.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say with mental health and Tio Lestat, it was those paintings, but it reminded me of. Is it the Killer Clown, John Wayne Gacy?
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, and it reminded me of his because he did some album covers for Acid Bath.
Yeah.
And so, like, it reminded me of that, only with a lot more grit to it, and that's what was, it was really surprising to me, because I was like, I wonder what this dude's like. And then and the first time I talked to you, you faces. So it's like, oh, no, he's a psychopath. Let's not meet, for sure, because, like, I don't want to end up in a floorboard. But,
yeah, but bro, I don't know. I feel like even in my everyday life, people don't find me, I wouldn't say attractive in essence, but they don't find my presence as attractive as it is when I am faces.
Well, that's because, and this is what I tell a lot of artists, because a lot of people want to do the mask, but it does take a specific thing, because like the anonymity, you gotta like the anonymity and the ability to say what you want to say without the repercussions. There's no repercussions because nobody knows who you are.
Exactly.
Which is a cool thing, but like also at the same time, most of the artists that try and do it doesn't feel like a brand. It doesn't feel like a you don't get to know them because people want to buy into you, but you have so much personality, and like every time we've talked, we have great conversations. It goes on for 2 fucking hours, Hell
yeah. Yeah, most definitely, bro, and that just doesn't go for you either. I mean, not saying like, oh man, whatever. No, but it's more so in the sense that I welcome everybody, bro. That's what my slogan is right here, bro. Faces always supporting, because, man, any creed, any color, any stand, I try to support, because, man, we're all human, and at the end of the day, we're all thinking different shit, trying to figure everything out at this very moment. For whoever's watching, I know you're going through something in life that you're trying to figure out just as much as I'm going through something in life trying to figure something out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh shit! She said my wife said you was right. She said Harry Houdini and Edgar Casey were friends.
Yeah, I thought so. If I'm not mistaken, I remember reading. I mean, I used to, not that I was like into magic, but Houdini's philosophy is very incredible. It's a very he's a very strong-minded person. He was actually like undercover and like with governments and all this other shit. He's actually a very prolific
Say
person,
what?
other than just the magic shit.
I don't know nothing
Yeah, bro.
about that.
Yeah, bro. He was actually like an informant during the Russian. I don't know if it was Cold War, but it was when they had Rasputin in command, and he was kind of like informing them. And since he was one of the biggest acts, he was the easiest lead into everything. Whether it was in France, whether it was in Russia, whether it was in Poland, he was there, bro.
We always be doing that. We always. I mean, that's a classic. I mean, that's a classic depiction in film. Is like
Hmm.
have the actor or the singer or an act, a stage act, be the intro and be the spy because the people are by a brand, people are enamored by that thing, and you keep the anonymity, which allows them to imagine it. Just like you said with the artwork, you can interpret it however you like, and that means that they're going to project on you what as long as you're a not unreasonable individual, then then they're gonna project whatever their idea of you onto you. Like I had a friend, Silver Lions Project, um, and that shit. He makes some of the best music ever, and he didn't ever show his face. And it was like he could be. I mean, Silver Lions Project. That could be 25 people. He's a multi instrumentalist that plays like if he doesn't know how to play it, he'll go and buy the instrument, learn how to play it, and fucking put it on the record because that's what he wanted on there. And
Hell yeah.
so he's highly talented, but like not showing his face was the biggest benefit. Not because he's not an attractive dude or anything like that. It really is just your imagination will do more with that than having. He always had a lion and different trippy ass lions. If
Exactly,
you're out there,
bro.
check
And
him out because he's dope as fuck.
I definitely will, man. And just like you were saying too, it gives people a comfortability. I mean, by people not knowing what I am, what I look like, and truly what is underneath this mask, it gives them that much more comfortability to be like, oh, well, what if he is like me? What if he does look like me? What if he's the same race as me? What if we come from the same place? What if he's my fucking neighbor? You don't know, and that's the beautiful part about this is that you don't know and you never will, bro. And
You are their neighbor.
yeah, bro, I'm everywhere, bro. I'm
Yo,
everything and everywhere, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw a picture of MF Doom's face for the first time recently, bro. I felt like I committed like a sin, bro. Like, seeing
I
that.
can't
He
say
said
I
I
have.
committed a sin. Bro, I got an
Like,
MS
I was
Doom
like,
here, man.
fuck. That's
Shout out
like I
Doom.
was like finding out wrestling was fake, bro. I was like, damn.
Santa Claus ain't real, bro. That's what it felt like seeing Doom's face. Nah, but I mean, bro, even then, someone. I mean, I could go on for hours of those who don't show their face. I mean, from different genres. I mean, we could go Buckethead from rock. We can go to EDM kind of house music to Daft Punk. We could go to rap and keep it off at MF Doom, bro. Like, there's some real big greats who don't need an identity to prove their characteristics.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I think that if we would have done the whole Heist Club with nothing but masks on the entire time, like that's because I thought about doing that. No, don't show your face. And I thought that was
That would have been some super like villain looking shit too, like some super villain looking. You know what I mean? Like everybody got a mask on. Yeah, you got the aura. They're doing something bad.
Definitely.
Word.
definitely, and that's where it's really funny. Like,
It makes it like comic booky too, in a way. You feel me?
yeah,
Hey, Comfort, stay tuned, bro.
it's coming. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just we got a
that's
filming.
fire.
We're filming the second half on the currently it's set for the 12th through the 14th, and
Yeah.
that's to do the actual like do the deed. We got all the shots from the heist itself, but we need to get a couple key points.
Yeah.
Do that sweep up shit where you got like, all right, you're trying to fill the storyline, and you're like, all right, what would add to this? Like that, the film is a whole nother thing. Like, have you guys thought about doing your own films? Like doing
Yeah, definitely.
what would you how far have you got? Have you actually started?
I never did no films, bro. But as a kid, like my cousin, he actually was like partnered on YouTube when it was like for YouTube was like a new thing, bro. Just making like skits and shit, bro. So
Yeah.
like shit like that. That's what I like was in love with before the music shit for real, bro. Like I remember making like figure wrestling videos, all type of shit. There were figure wrestling companies having wars like WC. Like I used to make all type of shit like pivot animations. Like I
Yeah, I was
was
gonna
I
say I
never
actually
made
used to
like a
do.
movie.
I used to do stop motion, and that's something that I actually really took serious for a while. I took sculpting, claymation, and stop motion very serious, and not that I grew out of it, but I just found other endeavors, and it's not like I'll never not go back to it. I mean, shit, look at what I did for the Heist Club. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like that's just old talents coming back. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, so we gotta talk about the Black Book zine. Do you know what a zine is, Shadow? Oh, that's fire.
Got that. Pow. Got them brands.
That's fire.
Yes, sir.
That shit is dope as fuck. Like he did. I mean, he did the damn thing. It's like
Peace, God.
that shit is big ups, big
Peace,
ups, because
God.
that shit is the, you know, the epitome of an artist is somebody that can do. And this obviously, you know, it's my opinion, but like an artist to me is somebody that can say, all right, what need. Of course, you can do everything that you want to do, but it's can you focus that skill in on like just like Ant did with the track. He focused his skills in on a specific subject that was required for it had parameters and such, and that's
Yep.
where you know being able to do a brick, being able to do the paintings that you've done. Like how many paintings you do for Heist Club?
I think it was 15 if I'm not mistaken.
That's a lot of paintings.
Definitely, it is, bro.
How long you know like the one thing that we have is time, and we can never get it back no matter what we do. Like you can get more money, you can get more, you know, like pretty much anything, but you can't get back time. So like that's a lot of time to dedicate to a project. What's the most time you've taken to do a singular project?
A singular.
Black Book shit.
How long?
Actually, nah. Yo, cool. I know you're watching, bro. How long did it? When did we start making that shit? Let me see if he's still watching. So.
He's like, yeah, watch it on mute, motherfucker.
I don't know, bro. I felt like that shit was a long time. I was piecing together like random. That shit came like perfectly. The way I did the track list and shit. My boy says, November 2024, we started doing that shit.
When?
It was just so many opens people never fell through on, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I need a bag now. Because of that, just after that.
Yeah, that's what we do though. Like, I mean, think about the Heist Club. We've been walking since October was the first meeting.
Yep.
And that has been a long and tedious fucking thing. And I keep going. All I want to do is finish it. I wanted to have this done a while ago, but weather was a bitch for the last shoot date. That was the rough one because I had to, you know, people are coming in. And it's like, yo, I got to cancel it like a week beforehand to make sure that you know we can make arrangements.
Yep.
But yeah, like it's taken that long. I've never worked on anything this long and this consistent. Like I turned away mixed clients, all this stuff. Like I got a shit ton of stuff that's backed up to do this. Like you know, to do this thing. So it's taken a long time, and we thought about it. You know, Philly Jay Stu and Philly Banks was there 10 years ago. When I you know we just was smoking and fucking you know it'd be cool. And it's like, you know, just thought it out from there. And then when I knew, you know, we'd be networking and shit. So like when you met enough artists that was capable of pulling it, yo, fucking done. And that's where that's where y'all motherfuckers come in.
Most definitely, bro.
Damn, Cole just messaged me and said it might have been October. That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah. So I mean, it's probably the same time length. I mean,
He said
if
we
I-
didn't
if I-
conceptualize it till I didn't know that, bro. So like that's stolen good shit. Cause what I do, I always drop an EP before like an album. I was working with this producer who we're not gonna talk about, but we did a project, and I had 2 other projects that I didn't want to drop a bag into, cause you know things went left. So cool, we're like, fuck it, bro, we're gonna make one, but let's do an EP. Stolen Goods ended up becoming a whole album, cause like every beat matched the whole vibe of the shit. And the Black Book, that was October too. I just finished that shit up, but like I could have finished that shit up a lot quicker though. But again, it was a concept album too, so shit like that I like to put thought into. 'Cause, you
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
Concept
it's like
albums are the
it's,
hardest to do.
that shit's yeah, it's cinematic as fuck. You know, I want the whole shit to be like fucking you're listening to a fucking movie. Like
Yeah.
that's I got like I said before, like we started a little podcast and shit. Like I was listening to the Eminem show and just like the Steve Berman shits and the interludes, and then I'm thinking of like the Biggie album and just
Mhm.
all them shits, bro. Like that shit. That's what made those legendary. Like a lot of those people could quote word for word type shit.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And I feel like, well, to answer Rican real quick, I feel like my longest project that I've been working on, like, um, adding to this and adding to that and doing this and doing that, has probably been Heist Club. But I think the longest piece of art that I'm still working on to this day has been 5 years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dedication.
damn.
And have you worked on it consistently or just?
Yeah, it's been a consistent thing, and it's like there's days where I love exactly what it is and I'm ready to post it, and then the next day comes by and it's like I fucking hate it, and now I paint all of it over and I start over, and it's just a process because it's like I need it to be right. I can't let these people and my fans and my supporters get the absolute least of me.
That's a fact, because you only get one. I mean, even visually, I don't know. Visually, it is a little different. I guess it is, but like I tell people that you only get one musical impression to leave. It's kind of like you only get one impression, so it's the same thing. Only it does apply to your music. If you don't have at least to a certain, unless you are in a niche genre like super underground where they don't, they're not really looking at the quality, or you're just beginning type shit. Sometimes they'll forgive it if that's in the niche or the genre. But like mostly, like most people don't even know why they don't even like a song. They don't know what it is unless it's the vocals are that bad. Like I've heard people record
Yeah,
shit on their cell phone and it's garbage.
yeah, bro, real shit,
They got
man.
talent, but and the songs are good. It's just like, yo, we record this for real. Like we put it down, and it's like, nope, because it's already done. Well, fuck. Like only certain people's gonna listen to that. But
Yeah,
and maybe it is for them. Maybe that's exactly who it's for. Like I want to make what I want to make, and so on. Like artistic expression, you don't get to pick the muse or whatever, right?
oh yeah, no, real shit, man. And I mean, just like you say, you don't get to pick the muse, and if we're talking about the art itself, it's taken me my entire existence. It's taken my entire existence to complete this project because this project is still being completed. Faces is still being worked on. Faces is still growing, and that alone is my biggest project and my longest working project.
Wow, that's a good ass answer, and that's where we gonna pretty much end it off on that because that's a perfect note. It's like the longest your brand and your character and so on, like that is ever evolving, so it should
Mm.
be the length of your career. Um,
Yeah, exactly, bro.
I think that should.
Couldn't have said it better.
You did say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mr. Quotable, shit.
You were walking quote. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna play this intro though. I'm gonna play it. I don't care. They can go ahead and
This shit's fire. Right?
You know that we out here,
That's
bro.
like the
y'all hear
yeah,
it?
bro. Nah.
Nah, I can't hear it,
You
bro.
can't hear it. All right. Should be going.
You gotta click some buttons and all that.
Shit's loud as fuck in my headphones. So you can't hear it, huh? All right, let's try this. Let's try this uno mas. Yo, that's welcome. I gotta get at least one every single time. Welcome to the shit show. Is where there's technical difficulties every episode, guaranteed. I promise you. And that's real too, cause like I've got a montage already of all the times that I've had technical errors. I just point to the fucking sign. I never promised
Oh,
anything.
bullshit. Hey, shit happens. You feel what I'm
You
saying?
know?
And for those who don't know, this track,
DIY, raw and uncut.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
How about now?
There it is.
You got it?
yes, sir.
Yo, this beat's wavy too. Shout out DJ Crooked. This shit's crazy.
you. Yeah, bro. That's that shit. Face always be supporting. All right, so I'm gonna play one track off of this. What do we got? Which one? Which I'll say?
Bro,
Pink
honestly,
Perkies.
yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of bangers on there, bro. I'm gonna let Ant decide that one.
Definitely do Pink Perkies, because that's, you feel
What
me?
you said?
That's every,
I can't hear
Pink
nothing you're
Perkies
saying, bro.
track-
Number trace.
Yeah,
Pink Perkies.
that shit's heat. Yeah, that shit's crazy. My dog Pap Dirty.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Pat, bro.
My boy was fried recording this.
Yeah.
My boy DB.
Mm.
My dog. Yeah.
Man, huge ass round of applause, bro.
You've been added.
All y'all that are in watching right now, man, y'all don't even know what y'all just witnessed. Y'all don't even know what y'all just heard, bro. This is the start of something that's bigger than everybody. It's bigger than us, man, as individuals.
Gonna be bigger than the Beatles, bigger than breast implants.
Damn.
That atmosphere shit. That shit is on. He was bigger than guns and bigger than cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word up, Slug. Like the fucking. That's how you do an episode. That's how you close it out. You close it out with the wise words of the faces, and then you go ahead and let fucking Ant just destroy a track. Destroy a track. You know that shit was I like the rhyme scheme, and your shit had me laughing for real, for real. Like the rhyme scheme and the you always have an outlook on it that it's guaranteed to make me laugh. Like that. The same thing goes for the fucking the heist track. That shit is and that shit is out right now.
Album, I got a bar about that shit, bro. But
Which one?
I was definitely it's the one coming out that I'm not saying the name of, but
Word.
I'll let you hear. I'm gonna actually send you the preview to that shit after this shit ends, bro. But nah, bro, I was definitely a class clown in school, So when I started making music, I feel like that tied into that shit like heavy. Like my cousin's a stand-up comedian too and got like a podcast, bro. Like, I dead thought about doing shit like that.
Comedy.
Like, his podcast is wavy too. Let me look that shit up real quick. 'Cause that shit's fired.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Yo, y'all stay on for just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and exit the live here. We've been shooting the shits. Aunt Kelly, faces.
To everybody on live, man.
Hey, real quick, look up Cousin's podcast, Blake Scala Comedians. That's it.
You know that. Hashtag faces over supporting 613-519. You already know where to get up at us, bro. That black book.
Grab that black book.
Black
Go
book.
check it out.
Spin that shit,
Spotify.
man. Spin that shit. Break the fucking needle. Spin it.
Yo, if you got our records, let me know. Let me know. They got that shit bootleg. Alright, bomb. Ended, and good to go. Oh wait, shit.
Yo,
We're still live on YouTube.
To play real quick.
Stream,
I
bomb.
sent you this track to play. You got Discord on your
Alright, we
shit?
good. Yeah, I got Discord too.
Alright, I'm gonna send you some. This album.